Well, welcome. Welcome to Silver Gauntlets. We are here for another tiebreaker in the Challenge Cup Season 7.
Yep.
And it's between toburr, Interloper, and MrTriple. I didn't remember the group number, but I remember the group very well because this was the group I won. And
Yep.
all of these players, awesome people. I really wanted to be here for them. And along with me,
It's Tobias. Hi.
Hi, and it's Toffile. I think tracking for us today, we have Bronze New Baseball, Nestriel, and Scargus. Restreamers, Sadie, she's having some mic issues, so she wasn't able to lead us in.
She would have greeted you in person, but here we go. 10 seconds to start. As Jax already alluded to, they won Group 10. So, toburr, Interloper, and MrTriple are all competing for the second spot in brackets from Group 10. So let's
three
see
runners enter,
who
one runner
makes
leaves.
it.
Yeah, and we're going to see a rare sight here
Thunderdome,
today.
and we're seeing Dodongo, Shadow, Deku, Fire,
Forest and Jabu.
Forest, Jabu. So we start with a stone. Dodongo, Shadow, Deku, Fire, Forest, Jabu. Not terrible medallions, but from the point of view of Closed Door of Time, this could be
It's actually not a non-starter because the
Big chest
Closed Door of Time is you can't get the Prelude song because it's behind the door of time. You can't get Ocarina of Time because it's behind the door of time. Jabu is foolish. That assist to Triforce Blitz.
Yeah,
It's always it.
Yeah, you can't even get you can't get Ice Cavern because we can't even get turn in Ruta's letter with the Closed Door Time. So, like, it's gonna show up. Song of Time's gonna have to show up pretty early in this season.
Ooh, so it is
Right,
Bolero. So it might be Song of Time with extra steps. But yeah, basically our song options for this are going to be Storms, Suns, maybe Minuet, depends, and Bolero.
Yeah, well, right now it's just Storms. Storms and Bolero. Because we don't have ZL.
Right. Okay, so we got Minuet now as an option. So yeah, Minuet and Storms are going to be Song of Time, or Storms are going to be Song of Time, or lead us towards Song of Time.
Yeah.
Indeed, there's a stick on the volcano.
Yeah, so I think we're going to get a save quit and probably get a read of the temporal time hits now as we head to CAC.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to play these settings yesterday because I was planning on rolling up a seed with them and just like trying to figure out what the dynamic is. But honestly, like the settings, we have Open Deku, we have Closed Door of Time, expensive merchants. There's 3 merchants that you need 200, more than 99 rupees, pardon me, to purchase things from, and autofill wallets.
Yeah.
Well, the
Dodongo.
Yeah, so we are going to be traveling time before we do anything.
To Phantom Ganon and Hyrule Field is foolish. I have an idea where our Minuet might be.
Yeah, well...
It doesn't matter. I think I have an idea where our Song of Time is.
I think I know. And actually, so Hyrule Field being foolish is actually like a hint that's low-key nice to see, because that actually means Ocarina of Time is dead. It's Prelude or Serenade.
I'm going to point out this SFN to Phantom Ganon is interesting. If it is in fact Song of Time, this is actually one of the reasons I like this setting. It can say that all of the things you need to do Phantom Ganon, all of your strengths, all of your bows, all of your hook shots, depending on which one you're looking for, require an age change to access.
Yeah.
And that's actually incredibly powerful because if you're hunting for a long shot, you would know I have to have something that requires an age change.
Now I'm not sure. I'm not
amazing.
I'm not sure if the. I'm not sure exactly on the settings what the distribution change with how the Path of Time works, because I know that we can get a hint of Path of Time for where Song of Time is.
You can, however,
but I don't know if it's guaranteed. Like
the way that the Path of Time works is that you only have Path of Time if you're going from child to adult.
Okay.
In Closed Door of Time.
Spellmask is a wallet.
And a scale in the Kakariko Open Grotto. Alright, so we are seeing so far a very, very equal start for all 3 of the runners. Makes sense, and toburr remembering that he has Granny's Potion Shop, one of the 3 expensive merchants. It gives us nothing today. think it was a piece of heart, or maybe a recovery heart even, for 100 rupees.
Yeah, not a good deal. Also, shout out
No.
to Truckle 501 for like showing me that actually existed, because I probably would have gotten burned by that in expensive merchants because I thought it was just Medigoron and Carpet Salesman for a
yikes.
while.
Oh, there's the elf. All right.
We're just going on
alright.
this long train here.
Yeah.
Actually, someone said just go upriver in chat, and with the scale, I kind of like that thought because we have started song, Minuet might be your song time at this point. I'm not sure.
You got a
And
50-50.
No matter, it gives you another song anyway, so it will definitely push you forward, and it will give you an opportunity to look around Kokiri Forest and Lost Woods, at least as an adult. I don't dislike the idea. Going upriver here gives you the usual 3 hints and 3 items, as well as easy access to Lost Woods. So yeah.
Yeah, and again, the adult stones are not an issue because you can't pick up the Ocarina of Time without being a child.
Yeah. Well, I mean, OOT's dead anyway, so.
That's true. We know Ocarina of Time is junk with Harold Foolish, so it's either Serenade or Prelude.
Yeah.
Oh, good point. Yeah, 50 dead, and 40 dead. A Deku shield or Deku stick even.
Deku anything is gonna be dead, and so is Kokiri anything.
Ooh, bottle.
But here's a check that Sunrunners sometimes seem to skip. Adult Anju.
Well, it's good that Interloper did that, because that is how Interloper lost to me. I didn't deserve that win, so definitely someone to keep an eye out for. This is a 3 runners enter, 1 runner leaves.
Send back me up in
Have either of you ever played Earthbound?
I don't know.
I'm just...
You played Earthbound? That's a really good question.
Okay, 1. It is a little bit... The difficulty curve is really weird, so if it's hard at the beginning, that's normal. But also there's a part in the middle where there is a dungeon where there are 5 mole masters, and they all insist they are the 3rd strongest mole.
Yeah.
And the solution someone came up with was they all fought each other, and 1 against 2 people and lost against 2 people. And that's pretty much what happened here. They all won against 1 person and lost against another person.
Against 2 others even.
Well, I was counting myself out of this because I swapped.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of did the clean sweep in this group.
Yeah, I just really want to be here because all these guys are awesome. They were really helpful with like helping me get my Challenge Cup group stage done early, so I could not play Zuda for 3 weeks and focus on getting my semester off the ground.
Yeah.
And now I have to remember how to play again.
The joys of teaching.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I had to remember how to write a university exam, like how to actually sit a university exam.
Oh dear.
About 10 years. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, we have a Minuet of Forest in the Composer Grave, so we are looking at that we have figured out where our Song of Time is. It must be at Forest at Minuet.
Yeah. Now this is actually kind of unfortunate for Tober, because I think everybody else is going to kind of play Minuet out of Composer's Grave, and I think Tober was looking to go upriver with the scale. Because he never did anything. He didn't do Andrew, he didn't do Skullhouse, so he was going to run out of CAC and go through a river. Which isn't bad, you're going to get some hints, but everybody else is just going to kind of like skip that and maybe go there after checking Minuet.
Yeah. I do like going upriver though. It's the Triforce Blitz start. I like it a lot. I'm very biased towards it, as per usual, but in a longer seed, particularly if you don't have an idea of where Storms is, whether Storms is going to be early or late, it can be okay to put off River, but if you have Scale or Irons, basically a way to get through that passage at the top, it's a very efficient way to go get your Minuet song. I probably wouldn't do an Out of Logic Minuet song without that option, honestly. I wouldn't just go there for this Out of Logic Minuet song.
Yeah, like, I mean, getting to Minuet's always, in Tober, started with an open wall, didn't actually buy a shield.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Do you think
the chance everybody can use that rainbow tunic, by the way.
Yeah.
I find it so distracting, but it is very stylish.
Do you think how much priority do you think you're going to put on Skull Mask being a wallet?
Honestly, I would probably pick up Keaton, but I always pick up Keaton.
Yeah, I know. You always pick it up because of your D-pad
Like dumb
issues. So.
D-pad, but also just it's nice to just get it started, so I don't have to think about
There's
it.
Song of Time.
Yeah.
There's bomb shoes on top of Dodongo's Cavern.
Might want to take those. Goron City Baronade.
That actually will allow Toburr to grab another checkout at SFM.
Yeah, that's really nice.
And since this is open Deku, we will in fact be able to be brave and go to the Deku tree like Navi's been asking us to for so long.
For 7 years now, she's been asking us.
Yeah, now
How many
Interloper.
bomb shoes?
Not showing us, but we'll probably see going out of SFM. Interloper isn't taking the opportunity to go check Kiri Forest. I don't hate it. I mean, you probably want to be there immediately.
It's open Deku, so you probably just want to run through as a kid anyway.
Oh yeah.
He is not even checking the other hints in Sacred Forest Meadow, though.
He's gonna play
as a third Foolish.
Well, if you're gonna be, you'd want to walk out anyway. You would want to hit Minuet and then walk out to do Deku.
Yeah. Yeah, like I think Interloper will probably do market checks, go to Lon Lon, and then play Minuet out of the silo. And
Ooh,
is that like foolish? That is nice.
Well, it's nice until you need something from Pierre.
Yeah, Pyra showing up right as Lake is foolish.
Yeah. Lido does not have anything. Okay, so
How dare he?
Let's take a look and see what's at Wolf's Grotto here.
Lake Foolish is very nice because it has such weird requirements.
Yeah. Now with Bomb Shoes, like,
ooh, hello.
Hello.
Is this a hook shot?
It's another bottle.
Nope,
okay, that's not it. So we are down to one possible thing for our Path to Phantom Ganon.
It's Song of Time.
I feel optimistic about the Song of Time because that's it's pretty normal to have like a bunch of things locked behind a trip to child.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Song of Time being Path to Phantom Ganon is it's huge info. You know that all three
FW
of your Forest Temple equipment will need to be locked behind Going Child.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Now Toburr had the 10
Oh,
pack.
there we go. There's Ocarina.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say that I'm just wondering if Toburr's gonna save scum his shoes or not.
I don't think he will because he only used a couple. He only used two,
Yeah.
and they both got him something. Well, the first one, the bottle, less so, but you only keep FW.
Yeah, you probably do.
There's more.
It's really in the race for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. He's not gonna go into Goron City, which I don't blame him, but you could have gotten 3 items out of there, and if something was passed to.
With Lullaby and Saria song in hand, I kinda do blame him.
Well, with Goron City Path to Baronade, like you can wait until again Lullaby and Saria's in hand.
Sorry.
You have you can still do the choose with as a child, and you have a better save scum point.
Well, I mean, you could just run in there, blow up Link to Goron, and then.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then see.
But you don't have to wait until you're ready for.
All right, more choose.
There's a choose for from Lon Lon Ranch. That's probably something our runners will probably all get.
Yeah.
And all appreciate. Just out of logic explosives. So helpful.
Yeah, that is actually having those bomb choose early for Toburr is actually very nice because he has a clear idea of the fact that I'm looking at the song, and he has that idea early.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, I assumed song, but
and
there's our discount.
Good grief! What am I doing with song recognition today?
Yeah, so do we have Nocturne? Maybe Nocturne or Storms could be interesting at SFM.
Yes, Nocturne and Storms are both really strong ideas as well. Although Shadow to Phantom Ganon is probably less likely because you tend to need at least one of the Forest Kit for Shadow. You need, at very least, Hookshot. Some key layouts, you need a Strength upgrade. Some layouts, you're going to need a bow if you don't have a long shot. And there is Storms there, which is nice.
Okay. So that is a second possible candidate path item in Sacred Forest Meadow here.
Yeah.
Technically, if that was path, it would make a SFM path. That's the Song of Time path.
Yeah, Song of Time has to be path to everything anyway, so...
Yeah.
Well, mostly anything that requires a child.
To be fair, if there's just like a bomb bag sitting out there...
Ooh, Talon has a 20-pack.
That's nice. Love that for us, really.
Well, we're just gonna go straight to bottom of the well, I feel.
Ooh, Toburr is a man after my own heart here.
Oh no! Interloper just
You can hit it from
what
that
in the
side.
world? Oh, what? I never knew that was possible.
Just mess up more. Just like play long enough to mess up more. And yes, Tudos, these settings were randomly picked. All of our runners had the opportunity to ban a major and a minor. And then Randobot took the wheel.
Yeah, looks
In
like
fact,
River...
Wheel of Names took the wheel in this case.
Yeah, so I believe Water Temple River Chest is a small key.
Mm-hmm.
So that's our spare, I believe. I think that was the Hyrule Castle one hint.
I was saying Toburr's a man after my own heart here because I love getting this as soon as humanly possible because it's never a good time to get this checked. And it's probably nothing, but it might be something important. You see, it's nothing this time, but if those are your hover boots, you would want those.
Yeah, but his time of day is going to be a little messed up for getting to Lon Lon now, which isn't the worst, but...
His time of day was already questionable for Lon Lon. When he walked out to Hyrule Castle, he was in night. Or he was, excuse me, he was in sunset.
Yeah. So we'll see Richard here, at least.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he'll just be exactly to fixed time of day, yeah.
Yeah, it's not the worst. It's just, it's kind of unfortunate just because Serenade's there, so that's kind of a nice, point to get yourself in the middle of central Hyrule Field.
Absolutely. Oh, nice.
Ooh, good.
Nice turn. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, maybe could have rushed ice.
Well, everybody's going to go up river next segment anyway.
Fire arrows.
Interesting.
Optional, but...
Not optional yet.
Optional, but recommended.
Yet. Yeah, not optional yet. Depends on where Din's fire is, but... Considering the current state of the world, there's so much left that isn't fire-locked.
Yeah. Copy a job with Willis beyond Decketry. Let's see what the second one is. And you still only have 3 paths. And we're going to miss a couple path hints because we're not going to check the field ones, probably.
Yeah, it's best to... That's a good point. We probably want to be a little tidy with that. Oh god, I hope there isn't anything in Valley. That is like the most isolated place in the world, in the entire game world right now.
Yeah, Claimjack is dead.
With Dead Blake and Dead Field.
Just don't go to Valley. And Frox 2 is also dead.
Yeah. Again, just don't go to Valley.
This is the reason, by the way, why these checks are always hinted. They are all kind of annoying to get, and most of the time they're just nothing.
Yes.
When
Just
they are something
if you
you
did a
want to know.
claim check, it's not a problem. But if you have anything else, then you need to know, do I need to care about this item? Can I reset it? Do I have letter logic for getting this item in this Ice Cavern Devolve that is not the Nocturne?
That's gonna be a hammer. Or something that leads to it.
Yeah,
Hammer, strength upgrade. Fine. becomes...
Yeah, and for those wondering, it can't be it because we know Nocturne is hinted, which means that Nocturne's not on the list of things that were Path Evolve because it would have chosen the Path Evolve item first.
Nocturne may be on the list of Path Evolve. We can't.
Yes.
So the way paths work, they choose an item, an item, and no item can be double hinted.
Right.
So the fact that we got to sometimes hint for it, we know it's not the hinted item.
Right. I should also.
Hey, we get to Inspire in Ice Cavern.
Yeah.
So wait, what?
Hmm?
Did we just get a hint for Din's Fire in Ice Cavern?
No,
Is that
no.
what I
No.
wanted to
I'm saying if.
If
So
I see.
Nocturne,
Yeah.
Nocturne is in Ice. We got that hint.
Hmm.
There is an item for Volvagia there, so we don't know anything about Nocturne, but Nocturne's not what's hinted. If Din's Fire was there, yeah, you could still need Nocturne to go to Volvagia, but it wasn't the hinted item.
Makes sense.
Another
There's
bottle.
bottle number 3. We have 3 of our bottles so far, and none of them contain a letter.
Yeah.
It's possible it's just in Goron City. There's another big chest here. Yeah, honestly, if you had oh, there's Din's Fire.
Oh, well, okay, we're not
Okay,
getting it in Ice
Fire
Cavern.
arrows are optional.
Yeah. Well, I think there's one possible case where fire arrows could be needed, but we're not going to probably see it.
Correct. Unlikely, but correct.
Yeah, and that would be Shadow Trial 2.
Shadow Trial 2 for White Arrows.
The best check in Triforce splits. Everybody's
weird
favorite
one.
stupid zero-step check. Potentially
Oh,
zero-step
man.
check.
Oh, God.
Yep.
I have lost so many seats to that one.
Triforce Splits is a
Right.
really good way to just sit down and be like, actually, you can get to things in this game a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I find that a very interesting logic puzzle that's also completely broken by reverse wasteland.
I mean, that's part
Or
of the
Mido
puzzle.
skip.
You gotta
Or
do
Mido
it,
skip.
choosing
Yeah.
whether to do them.
The great thing about Triforce Blitz is that it teaches you a ton about path logic and routing in general that you can then apply in other game modes.
Absolutely. Also, just to switch back to the race for a minute, I just wanted to shout out MrTriple's very, very smooth B1 skip. That looked great.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Very clean and about to be the first one to have a dungeon beat in this 3-way tiebreaker. It's a free medallion.
Yeah. Let's see. Speaking of the wallet, so Interloper's the only one of the two who opt not to get the Eden Mask. Given that we're probably going to go bottom of the well next, Toburr might go to Lon first. We'll see. Kind of hard call.
Yeah, and also this is a reminder that Alfalfa has in chat. MrTriple was in the Scrubs tourney.
Yeah.
The most recent Scrubs tourney, so he has advanced quite far to be able to come here to a tiebreaker in Challenge Cup very quickly.
Yes, indeed.
But with honestly, kind of like with Serenade start, with the easy Serenade, it's not actually going to be too bad to get that one wallet from Skull Kid now.
Vine 6.
Yeah, there's the blue rupee that I'm thinking back to a race yesterday in the main tournament, and a runner needed like 2 rupees and even go for that blue rupee.
I don't know if MrTriple is visited SFM because if you think Seed Bleed is bad, think about Seed Bleed with 3 identical screens. But a good move here, if you hadn't, would be pick up the bottle here in the Kikiri sword chest and then play Minuet out of it.
I'm pretty sure everyone has gone there because it was storms. Oh wait, no, MrTriple doesn't have storm.
Yeah, that's why
The
they
sync
actually have.
between
You must
these
have saved
three
it.
just The sync
Fair.
between these three just all opening a big chest at close to the same time was kind of funny right now.
Yeah,
Mr.
again, I like that routing for MrTriple because you can quite easily save quit, straight back to do Deku, then warp out of the Kuhiri sword chest, which can be kind of slow.
Yeah.
So I think MrTriple might be the first one into Goron City.
He put a save down with 20. I mean, I don't think you need to start saves with 20 Jews, but yeah, he did put a save down for that.
I think it may not be a save for saves coming. I think a lot of people, myself included, kind of habitually save coming out of a re-equip because it's not that slow, and it saves you from stupidity. Like, I don't know. Ever done the thing where you thought you saved before going to the big chest and the boss big key chest in water and you didn't?
Yeah.
It's a little insurance.
Here's MrTriple's third bottle.
You could say it's his triple bottle.
The wolf us will get to live the seed.
So MrTriple is also going to get that Furor's Wind. I think we're going to see very similar routes from our runners from here. Probably all head towards Goron City because they can do a good amount of it with those chews in their songs. Then it's more interesting. Like, you might see maybe go down I think our two runners who've already gone to Lon Lon Ranch, I think will almost certainly... not almost certainly. I think it's a better route for them to consider going to Kakariko and doing the well. Chickens, make your decisions and make your peace with that. Whereas for Toburr, that's a bit of a harder decision because you want to hit up Lon Lon Ranch.
Yeah.
Greg!
Yeah.
I don't know why you opened that chest, but it had Greg in it.
Yeah.
Maybe he's a little low on money, so maybe he was fishing for some more substantial cash.
Well, that issue was alleviated in the smallest way possible.
Yes.
Yeah, so let's see what... I mean, the problem is like, I think everybody wants to do well, is doing well this cycle, because well is path. So...
Oh, right, well, it's path. Of course
we'll
they're
clear
doing
it.
well.
So I think everybody... Like, Toburr really should get to Lon Lon. I mean, it's Serenade. There's nothing in there but 20 chews, really, in Serenade. But...
Are you willing to bet that it's not Epona or
yeah.
Sons? Actually, honestly, you might be... Epona's would be the only one... Oh, both of those would be pretty good to have, but they might be good and... It might be, like, not good enough to consider, like, just putting off for a little bit.
I think it's
That'd
going
be
to
an
kind of
interesting
depend...
choice.
I think
I
it's
don't
going to
think I
kind of...
would.
I think it really all kind of depends what we find in Goron City.
Yeah.
Like, if we find Ruto's letter, I think everybody's
Ooh.
going to...
I
don't...
This is an interesting choice for MrTriple, and I'll just say, as a card-carrying skull lover, I don't like it. The bottle skulls are very, very slow. So unless you're, like, on 9 skulls and you need a 10th and you can't think about it, and you just want to grab the one in Kakariko Graveyard, it's really not worth it. Like, wait, find a faster skull.
Yeah, he's at 3.
Yeah, that's not a good third skull.
Now, like, you can... If you're gonna, like, go to Goron City Mage, you can grab the... You'll grab the Maze Skull.
Yeah, there's going back to the maze.
And then you can probably get the Trail Skull if you really want to, but choose if you want to sacrifice the choose.
Yeah, because it looks like at most we're doing 30, and you can get 30 good skulls, like, along the path.
30's dead already. We're doing 20 at most.
Yeah. Oh, we had the 30 hit? I missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
TOT.
Yeah, one of the Temple Diamonds.
Okay. Yeah, so absolutely I would not be... Oh, that's worth it.
But going to Goron City is definitely worth your time. But if that's a path to Baronate, something's fishy.
Claim check.
Claim check still dead.
Yeah, we'll see Frogs 1 here from Interloper.
Yeah, that's a good decision. Keep trying to follow your bases with Song of Storms being your path, but it's
Yeah.
I don't want to say it is the well because it doesn't have to be, but with the path hit and the density, well is much stronger with the Song of Storms. Pardon me.
For sure. Not anything from Darunia this seed for Toburr. Meanwhile, Interloper is checking Frogs 1, and we get at least some money out of it. Unfortunately, Interloper's wallet is already full.
Yeah, are you sure? Are you sure he played Storms there?
Oh God!
No,
You
I'm sure he
are
did.
immediately playing with my primal fears here, because when something like this happens, I always wonder, like whether it's this chick or shooting gallery in Kakariko. Did I really play Storms? Do I really have the bow?
Yeah. Okay, so right now it's Magic or the Maze, or like the Goron. Bottom River Heart Piece is just decking out.
Yeah, Tober did you a really nice chew pot. The setup is there's a very well defined setup there, but so you have a really well defined setup. If you can, once you get it, it is pretty consistent. I wouldn't say it's free. Nothing is free.
Yeah.
Except for the suffering. The suffering's free. But it's a pretty consistent.
No, that's been monetized recently.
Freemium suffering, really?
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, haven't
It's
you
pay
seen
to
what
win now.
Ugh, hate it.
Unfortunately, the Storm spread out from the trail only a duplicate of the Nocturne Hint. And when I say duplicate of the Nocturne Hint, I mean where Nocturne is, not the actual Burning Cack Hint. So we haven't seen that yet.
The seed is
yeah,
being
you have
stingy
suffering.
with...
You can free with your Ocarina of Time randomizer.
Yeah, the seed is being stingy with sometimes hints at this point.
Yeah.
That was a little early on that chew, but he might make it. Yeah, that was early. Giving the chew pot one good go. I agree with that.
Giving it the old college try.
Yeah, don't go with that.
Where is MrTriple going?
Great question. Oh, downriver?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with this with the Song of Storms involvement.
Yeah.
Okay,
We are
everyone.
seeing chickens, by the way.
Yeah, get your fowl in chat. My favorite fowl emote is none. It's fortunately not chicken, but it's a goose, so that's fine, right? Oh, he did partial chickens and is going to check.
Tober just aborted the idea of chickens and has decided to do something else, something
No,
more valuable this time. I support it.
What he's doing is he started 2 of them. They stay in the pen until you complete them. He walks to the graveyard, grab the Din's fire check that he left behind earlier, and then come back.
Yeah.
I think it's reasonable to do chickens in just off 1v1. You don't want to lose to a bad check. Or worse, have everyone decide to skip chickens and it's the check that unlocks everything, and then we're here for 5 hours. Not 4 hours, but...
Well, looks
yeah, at
like,
some point you run out of chicks.
Anyway,
and again,
looks like
wonderful sentences that are, like, completely inscrutable out of context from Alfalfa Field. Chicken flags are absurdly durable.
So, Interloper's doing Night Cack Skulls. MrTriple went and got beans.
Yeah, I'm thinking all of these individual words have been around 50 years ago, but stringing them together in this order and having that be meaningful is something that definitely only works with OTR.
Yeah, they'll stay in the pen forever until you get 7 of them in, and maybe they just feel overcrowded. Maybe that's why they keep running away.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like we're gonna go well first.
It's path.
Yeah, it's path. Just you have partially finished chickens, and yeah, he has to walk out. He doesn't have a good way out. Letter in here would be really funny because it looks like we have a possible magic path to Baronade.
Yeah. Magic Path to Baronade would kind of imply that it's boomerang and potentially boomerang in shadow somehow.
Yeah,
But
that would. So letter in here would
yeah.
work.
Though neither are. So Interloper did not do Transgorn City, so he doesn't have magic. And MrTriple, despite having 14 cheese, didn't do the maze.
Yeah. Not doing the maze in Tobur's situation makes much more sense. He doesn't have the 20 pack out of Lon Lon Ranch.
Yeah.
I think he could have gone for the. He could have gone for it with 14. 14's like basically a bomb bag.
Yeah.
Although I could see wanting to wait and peek it first and see if it's going to be a good use of your time.
Yeah. Just vanilla key in the coffin.
Mm-hmm.
Interloper's also going for soil skulls. They both kind of want to.
Well, this is
They're
better in Interloper. There's a hey, you know what's in a well? It's always there. It's the hook shot.
Yeah.
So there's a Song of Storms Path of Phantom Ganon ammo.
Song of Time lockpick shot.
Mm-hmm. And lens.
Oh no.
Well, we'll see if we get any. I do not know why we're doing soil skulls this early, Sadie. I think that in Interloper's situation, I can see that being a bit more defensible. He was one off. Like, if you're one off of 10 skulls, I think that's a more defensible thing, because then you can just route it in more easily because you're standing right there. I think when you have 20 skulls max, the only valid way to use a soil skull is as your 10th skull or your 12th skull.
Yeah.
Indeed, this was a French vanilla lens. So we have potential. We have a hookshot path to Bongo. We got a bomb
We
bag.
also have a bomb bag path to Bongo. That's
And
certainly
we
possible.
have a lens path to Bongo. So,
Wonderful.
I mean, you do need a bomb bag and a hookshot to complete Shadow Temple.
Yeah. And 10 more choose. Looks like
And the
it's
bomb
a 5.
bag does get us our magic and logic.
Actually, no, that was a 10 back. Okay. Yeah, so we'll have to keep an eye. We'll have to keep an eye on where.
This is a one. This is for second place in the group, so one winner.
Yeah. Yeah. But I was going to say, like, we'll have to keep an eye exactly where the other bomb bags are to see if it is potentially bomb bag path to magic or.
Absolutely.
Ooh, there was a big chest in the like room. Oh wait, no, sorry, that's not the like room. There was a big chest.
Oh, there
it looks like there's another big chest in the invisible grate room.
Oh, a bow. Okay, so yes.
Hey.
How is this path to Phantom Ganon? Yes. Yeah, there isn't anything in the like room, which is fine.
Yeah, I saw Interloper running by some bars, and I forgot that it's it was the one in the center, not in the like room. Yeah, so. One of these is our path, potentially.
Yeah, Broadwell Path to Adult 2, agreed.
Big chest and boulders. If this is a strength, it's... Oh, no.
How do we feel about Central Pillar?
No.
No.
Says you.
No. We know where our wallet is. We just need one more wallet, and we don't care about that. Looks like Toburr is going to have a good time of day for making it the lawn. We'll probably have to, well...
There's your hook shot. Well of the hero is in full effect today.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like... so much stuff in there.
Yeah. Fortunately, this is going to get kind of interesting after Kakariko because Interloper not doing Child Goron sitting now with the Monbeg means he's probably going to end up being Hot Rodder for Magic, and he might have to do a double trip back up there. Alright, Toburr, are you leaving the chickens behind?
Yep, he did 2 chickens, that was enough. So, since we're talking about chickens in the chat, I had at my last job, I took over from an eccentric. But one of the people I worked with, I met her walking her dog, and she's a gorgeous dog. And she's like, yeah, the guy who worked here before you. He was like, ah, Marbles, she has such beautiful eyes. My chicken, she just stares.
Eh?
And he's like, what? And apparently just a chicken showed up in his basement and he kept it as a pet. We lived in a college town in this, like, not a rural area. I don't know how the chicken got there.
But there is a chicken.
And it just
Okay.
stared.
Oh god.
This is also the guy who got almost got deported because he tried to smuggle salami into the country.
Oh goodness! Don't do that. Don't
The
try
Italians.
Don't try to take meat products across a border. You're just gonna have a bad time.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so Toburr's wrapping up what he didn't finish earlier.
Triple lost their shield there, unfortunately.
I think this is going to be unfortunate for Interloper because I think he's... Okay, he has Night... Yeah, he doesn't have a good time of day right now. And Blake's foolish, so this can only be for skulls.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to be seeing for time of day on for these guys.
Interloper is going hard on skulls today.
Yeah.
Just does not want to lose to 20 skulls, it seems.
Yeah. I think Toburr will probably be fine. He's just going to play Serenading. He'll probably just be getting into market just around nighttime, and he can do Bomb Chew Bowling and Treasure Chest game. Triple and Interloper both did night cack skull, so they're kind of hosed on time of day right now.
Yeah,
Unless...
it's interesting to be pushing skulls this hard, I agree.
Yeah, this... Yeah, part of me with skulls on this seat is, like, it's open Deku, so, like, the chances of skulls being something is actually greatly lessened. Second skull.
Oh, you're kidding me.
What happened? Oh, no.
Oh, Toburr,
no.
like, it was just as it was pulling up.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was like,
come on.
I was thinking about the old S3 strats where you would talk to Navi to try and just like delay time of day a little bit there. I'm like, can he do that? Does he know that exists? He didn't have Navi up.
Isn't Ghost Chain a thing that you can
Oh,
still
Cat
legally
Chain?
do? Cat Chain, sorry.
Yes, Cat Chain is still legal, but I think that wouldn't have worked because it was already coming up, so it wouldn't have been in the down state.
Right.
Yeah, because what we're talking about with Cat Chain, also known as Schrodinger's chain. You have to load in the chains, look away from them, and then they still exist until you look back. So if you can get over there without looking at the chains ever and then hop up them, they still exist.
As long as I don't observe the chains, I know where they are.
Yeah, there's your position of there and not there, hence Schrodinger's chain.
Toburr bought beans. Lake is foolish. We've played Bolero already.
Yeah.
What was on the Colossus Arch?
I don't think it was anything, but I'm not sure.
Maybe just reflexive memory.
Yeah, Terminus time of day supervising. If you come across something where you want the beans later, good to have one. You're also just trying to burn time of day.
I get it, but we've already gone through all the bean checks, and the one that isn't is foolish.
I think the one that you would want to... Chicken? Well, we're doing half of it.
Toburr's just like, nah, thanks, I'm done.
I just wanted the time of day, we're good. He can come back and do the checks that he didn't get done there as an adult.
Yeah. He's got to go back up river as an adult anyway, so Frog's one's kind of the critical check.
Yeah. I think that's about as good as you could do as far as fixing that time of day there.
Yeah. Toburr. Okay, Toburr, good.
Toburr's like, you don't have that wallet yet off of Skull Mask, right?
No.
So Interloper's back adult. MrTriple is cleaning up child, oh dear. Cleaning up child, Zora's domain.
Yeah.
I'm sure that was intentional, but also.
Yeah. Like... Toburr's grabbing the skull mask here now. Makes sense.
Yeah. You don't know that you don't need the wallet right now, but if you decide you need it later, it's good to just be able to go and pick that up no matter what your time of day is.
I kind of feel like you just kind of want to get it done right now anyway, just because we do have I mean, our majors today obviously was closed door time and open deck, both of which have kind of been nullified at this point. Like they're not going to play a factor anymore. But
yeah,
like we do have expensive merchants, and we do have wallets getting filled up when we pick them up. So
I can see Toburr not wanting to do that because he's already burned some time of day just wanting to get back adult to get started on his route.
Yeah.
Burning Cack is Ponos.
Okay.
That's concerning.
Not really. I mean,
I like that actually. Means that if you do have
Horse doesn't give us much. Horse
if you
gives
do
us less.
DTG on the table, you know it's not on the table until you're going for until you see a long shot.
Yeah, until you have your long shot or until you're way into the seat. That's true.
Like the only thing that could lock would be, Horse can lock at this point is going to be Boomerang.
Yeah.
Which hey, maybe that means something with the Goron City magic. Maybe you just need to do Burning Cack.
All right.
Hey, maybe that means something. Story of my life. Sorry, wrong meeting. Anyway.
So Interloper looks like he's doing Crater Trail and then probably into Adult Goron City.
Adult Goron City and then back out.
Okay, we have a path bomb bag. Wonderful. Yeah, we just got Pat to KD. So,
Nice.
Well, I mean,
Um,
that makes it clear that we have a path bomb bag at least.
that actually puts that magic in really even more suspicious.
It's a very interesting place.
It could just mean that the rest of our bomb bags and further in Shadow Temple, because most of Shadow Temple's bomb locked.
Running Cack still Epona?
Yeah, the way I see it, I just want the world to stay as small as possible when I'm trying to figure out where I'm going, and knowing that GTG is going to be just waiting over there for a while is pretty good.
Yeah, GTG just being off limits is good. That being
Yeah.
said, our runners are slowly just running out of places to check in logic. I would slowly think
I
about.
wouldn't call having a DC open running out of places.
Well,
Yeah.
DC is kind of just there. Yes, you can autopilot that. I agree. But
It's
after
also
that,
it's not cool. It's just got checks. It's got lots of checks. We have a path bomb bag. Honestly, I'm really looking forward to strength right now.
Strength and hovers.
Yeah, the first half of Forest, which not a bad thing at all with Minuet taking right there.
Yeah, like foolish.
And again, me running back to the whole like skull collection theory thing. The skulls in Forest are really good skulls. The one that's just high up on the wall, either you have to go on the structure or you have to use a long shot. That's only good if you have a long shot, but the other four, pretty damn good. Yeah, we have Hammer, Hovers, and Ice. Yeah, Rush Ice, exactly. I think that might be Tobur's plan after this.
I mean, you got 3 bottles.
You have 3 bottles.
You got a hook shot.
You missed 2 checks in River that you're probably taking yourself over.
see, the Rush Ice proposal was mostly the yarn I was spinning earlier. But anyway, we are. Yes, we are in Dodongo's Cavern. Yes, there are plenty of checks here with the path bomb bag. There's no sign of a strength upgrade yet, though, and not really anything pointing us in the direction of one, other than, hey, you have Secret Forest Meadow to Phantom Ganon, but that is basically resolved with Storms to Hookshot.
Never say resolved.
Never say it. It storms to hook. It could be storms, hook shot, bombs. There's so many things that are locked behind Sacred Forest Metal today's. It had our Song of Time. And
yeah.
And we had closed door times that it's really hard. Like, it'd actually be interesting, like, from a logical perspective. Like if if you had closed door time, like you treated it like ZL, Song of Time like ZL, because like there's just so much that's going to be behind it. But like I understand why that.
Well, in this
like
case, we would just get a DMC to.
Nah, because we had Minuet and.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Never mind.
So.
I like that proposal. Hello, big chests.
Goran.
Hello, Goran. Sure, we'll take it.
Yeah, not path.
We're not complaining. Fashion. We have T-shirt percents.
Yeah, and we also know where our wallet is, so that doesn't matter at all.
Not logically required, but getting the tunic is highly superior to getting the wallet to buy the tunic.
Or being burned alive because Bovagia.
Yeah, I think that might be why Toburr was going out of his way to pick up that extra heart. My philosophy is if I've got Volvagia on my to-do list, I'll keep collecting until I see Goron Tunic.
Yeah. Okay, so... And anyway, I think Alfalfa was also pointing out that Toburr was heading to Goron City before he changed direction to KD. I think, actually, like, going down to DC is probably the better play here, just because once you beat Dodongo's Cavern, you can go into CAC and do CAC Archery, which is potentially Path? Potentially a locked by a Path item. And then you just play Bolero and you reset yourself back up to the Crater and go through Goron City.
And head to ice. Good point.
Yeah, like it's more annoying to get to go up Death Mountain than it is to come down Death Mountain.
It's true. Yeah, Medigoron and the Carpet Salesman are both still live factors, but I'm okay with waiting on that one, you know?
Oh, we can check. We've got a bomb bag. You can check Goron when you go through Goron City.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm okay with having that be future me's problem.
yeah, Carpet Salesman is. Let's wait until I can get across the gap.
Yeah, let's wait until that's legal, you know. Ooh, hi, big chest, fairy slingshot, sure.
Well, we now have our logical Deku clear.
Yay.
Yay, that's another item to Logical Bonus Song.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. But yeah. And Interloper
I
is
think we're
about...
all be able to do King Dodongo as intended.
No. Yeah, like I kind of feel like once you do Keg Archery, you head for ice just because you know there's at least going to be 2 items you need in ice.
You need the song, and you need an item, which would get evolve.
Yeah. And it's not bomb, suction bow, or access to Fire Temple.
You know, either hovers or
Hovers are
hammer would be really nice right now.
Yeah.
I think there's an argument to just put off Goron City on Tobur's side and just go straight into towards ice, but hard to do that sometimes when you're looking at.
Well, I think if you play Bolero, you're just going to go right to Goron City anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So you just do it because you've made it part of the way to ice and just sweeten the deal.
Yeah.
The
only thought is if it's hammer, you just speed up Medigoron check and the maze significantly.
Yeah. But you have 25 options.
Point.
You're at this point, you're still 10 bomb shoes in the good to like killing your using bomb shoes to kill the Iron Knuckles in Yannis Castle.
I don't remember the last time I've done that.
Yeah, the model that MrTriple is using is like the Twilight Princess Link. You can tell because he's using he's got claw shots.
Yep, three-pronged hook shot, and also the fancy Hylian shield. Actually, a really good port of that
Link
model.
is a very good one.
Yeah.
Like as a non-cursed model.
Yeah, I mean,
unlike Pepsi Man.
Very cursed.
On the other hand, Pepsi Man is just funny.
But also cursed. The accurate and cursed one is definitely the Happy Mass Salesman.
Yikes.
It's not it's well modeled. It's just kind of cursed.
I used the most uncursed one. I use Miku. Don't judge me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, the moment they give me a good Sheik model, I'll try and figure out how it works. Until then, I'm pretty content. Like,
it's actually not as hard as you'd think it is. It's just you just have to like do a couple extra items.
Oh yeah, I'm just tired and will care once I have a model I'm really passionate about.
No,
another expensive merchant giving us nothing, and that just a recovery heart on Medigoron here.
Oh yeah, that's right. because Medigoron's in the pool today. The Giant Knife's also in the pool today.
Oh,
Oh,
yay!
I forgot about that. That is fun because you forget about it and then you swing the sword and then you don't have a sword anymore and then you think back to your childhood and remember that this is in fact a thing.
Oh, good.
And we have a big chest in center of the maze.
I believe that's our 4th bounty pack.
Yep, and Interloper is now at 35 bomb shoes and just using that to get through the maze as quickly as possible.
Ooh.
2 big chests, in fact, on the right side of the maze.
The
Bigger
actual
sword.
Gotta check.
And hammer!
Hovers in
Sure, I guess we're
I
staying
think it hovers
in...
or strength in Ice Cavern then.
Do you try to stay here for a little bit and just try to beat fire?
I think so. You
Without
have everything
strength.
you really need to do.
Yeah,
And
you
if you end up needing to come back for Pierre, you have Thor's Wind.
Yeah.
Yeah, either way, strength or the 2 things that are likely to be your path for Volvagia will get you another dungeon.
So still got an incentive to do Ice Cavern here, yeah. Besides it having Nocturne as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point, the more interesting thing is, like, where's Rita's letter gone off to?
Yeah, it's actually not a bad point just to go straight to ice because you know there's gonna be some point in here where it wants you to like run to go grab that letter. So if you go before the letter, you'll have some ideas what to do. But there's also the argument of due progression, which it looks like Interloper and Toburr are both taking.
Yeah. This is reasonable.
Almost sync Bolero play from all 3 runners.
Now, the interesting thing here is now magic. Interloper still doesn't have the magic off a hot rodder, and he's found a hammer in a path location. That's not good.
The major argument here is just get your progression out of the way.
Yeah. I'm just afraid right now for Interloper not being able to find magic before too long.
Yeah, that is the questionable thing. That can be kind of scary. Because I'll say that, yeah, hammer. That's a pretty pathy looking thing to me.
Yep, but it's not a path to Volvagia location though.
It's path to. Yes, it could be path to Baronade. So we could be seeing letter in here, or
honestly,
potentially boomerang.
Yeah, but the risk that Triple runs here
might be Baronade over Boomerang over in the GCG area for all we know. So you can't over index on it.
Yeah. This will be a hammer and BGS for MrTriple.
And F's in chat for Interloper, who just couldn't handle the fire slugs. Slug Central too strong for him today.
Yeah.
Because if anything, this room is Slug Central.
It's true. You're right, Interloper is in fact on fire today.
Alright, so we've got 1 hammerlock key.
And with that, I'm going to step away for a second. I'll be right back.
Okay, so...
Meanwhile...
Sorry.
I was going to say, meanwhile, I can probably do a quick round of shoutouts to thanking everyone who's making this restream possible today. How do you feel about that?
That sounds good. A happy 1 hour, everyone.
Indeed. So happy 1 hour. Thanks to everyone who's making this restream possible. Thank you to our runners, Interloper, Toburr, and MrTriple for agreeing to be duke out their tiebreaker on restream today. Thank you also to our trackers behind the scenes, Bronze Noob, Baseball, Nastriel, and Skyrayas, making sure that we have everything in our sights, that we know what the heck is going on in this seat. Thank you to our restreamers, Sadie Sweet, and thank you to my wonderful co-commentators, Toffile and jaxstronomy.
So, interestingly, we only saw 1 key in the hammerlock side of things, but that also means that upstairs the Fire Temple is going to be hammerlocked, so Wolf is probably hammerlocked. It's probably hovers locked.
Which our runners don't care about per se, but it gives them some indication as to what they might find in Path to Baronade. Path to Volvagia Ice Cavern.
Yeah. It turns out that all you really have to do is just kind of like hop in the lava, turn around, and climb back up, and you can immediately roll jump yourself across the gap. It's not really all that hard not to use hover boots in that situation.
Well, you kind of have to turn towards the wall a little bit, because for some reason, Link scraping along a wall jumps slightly farther than Link not doing that.
Yeah, he's just clipping into the. He's just like sliding against the wall. Everybody knows how this works. So basic friction.
Yeah, basic friction makes you jump farther. That's how that works.
Anyway, MrTriple's gonna head for ice.
You do know that Jax is a physics professor, right? And they're gonna kick our ass for this.
Statics and dynamics, Tobias. Statics and dynamics. Anyway, the laws of thermodynamics do not exist. They are just merely suggestions perpetrated by the scientific hegemony in order to keep us controlled. Do not listen to them. Heat cannot forever. Heat does not forever increase.
Chat, this is the point when I step away slowly.
But anyway, so everything in Fire Temple today is hammerlock, so this could be potentially all prime candidate for something Path to Baronade.
Indeed. So let's see what that is. But meanwhile, MrTriple with a flawless King Zora skip on second try. Sometimes Link just doesn't want to stay on that ledge, so I can't blame him there.
Yeah.
And yeah, rushing ice is not a bad play. You're gonna want to do it anyway for Nocturne, so it's no time lost for you. What did we just see on that iceberg? Hold the phone.
It looked reddish, but I didn't. It's not fire.
The waters. It was just a purple ruby. Okay. Icy waters. I did not see. I did not see what that was. Nothing in a shortcut here. So for both runners, from this point on, everything is strength blocked. So they are now out of logic because they usually would have to push this block, which requires a strength by logic. Now, obviously, we are ground jumping instead and just completely ignoring that requirement. So just gotta keep that in mind. You are less likely to find useful items here, or at least you're less likely to find your strength upgrade here, because at least one needs to be available before you get to this point.
Yeah.
And all our runners are out of logic, yeah.
Yeah, looks like Fountain of Fury is nothing. MrTriple's not checking hints, which makes sense at this point. We've got all our paths, we got all our foolishes.
We got always hints. The real like there are only 3 sometimes hints left to get. It is marginal at this point to get more hints.
I see that logic, like physics, is just a suggestion, and
yeah. We don't obey the laws of thermodynamics here.
Okay, sounds good.
But yeah, so Fire Temple so far, 1 hammerlock key, and that was the only key down in that 3 chest thing. So everything in here is hammerlocked.
That
no idea.
Said, Toffile, I still think that if you fight the laws of thermodynamics, you will find that the law won.
I don't know.
Yeah, I just had to wait until I went to go get another cup of coffee to talk about physics.
Yes, obviously, because like we wanted to talk about how extra friction along a wall will make Link jump farther, and we needed to make sure that the physics professor wasn't in the room for that.
It's like Velcro.
I mean, you could argue that it would give you a better grip, so you could just get better traction, so you can actually push well. Like basically, that's basically how like cars work. They have you actually using friction to pull yourself forward.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about a something parallel, perpendicular to the direction of movement. But yes,
The cows are in fact spherical. We also had a point like heart yesterday.
A what?
Assume a point like heart.
Sure.
Well, we were actually
So-
modeling the heart as a resistor, but anyway.
I probably don't want to know.
I don't know.
Uh, we were trying to determine how long this potential battery for a pacemaker would last.
That makes sense.
Mhm.
In that case, a heart is a resistor.
Yeah. Well, for as long as you assume that the heart is ohmic, but yes. To that. Yeah, no, I think that.
Volvagia fights! 2 of them.
Yeah. We have fire and ice on the screen.
Yeah, we haven't seen anything in ice. The boss key was
music.
Boss key was upstairs, so it is strength. We are strength locked in Fire Temple today. Not quite sure if Warhammer's locked here yet, but probably. That's a red rupee in the red ice. Oh no,
No,
that's a strength.
It's a strength upgrade.
All right.
So as discussed, we're looking at going to ice will give you another item, another dungeon. Totally.
Volvagia for sure, because this is the strength upgrade and the only strength upgrade in this case available that'll get you past that push block.
Well, we don't know about that yet, but it seems about right.
Yeah.
I mean, there's one more item check to get. So I'm going to say the strength upgrade is a strong contender.
Okay. Okay. We're going there.
Yep, I mean, come on, I had to.
Interloper unfortunately did not quite get the fast skill involved, but
We'll be there momentarily.
yeah. I think Toburr's heading right to ice next as well. Probably checking Crater Fairy. Makes sense.
An insulator is just a conductor that hasn't realized it yet. That sounds very temperature dependent, actually, Jax.
It's electric field dependent. If you just put a really big electric field on it, it becomes a conductor.
I agree, and I agree, and I hate that. Like, one of the largest things that can cause static electricity build up is insulators, because charges just build up; they can't get siphoned away.
The context is we're making plasma in advanced lab right now, so.
I do love that just advanced college physics, or I guess post-grad physics, nowadays just includes, let's cook some plasma.
Yeah. Hey,
When I
welcome
started-
to DSR.
Hi ZSR and welcome in. Yeah, when I started
Hello.
school, plasma was still kind of like this theorized, or like wasn't even accepted as a fourth state of matter yet, and now it's just part of college physics. Anyway, welcome in ZSR. Welcome into a 3-way tiebreaker in Challenge Cup. This is Group 10. The 3 runners on screen right now, Toburr, Interloper, and MrTriple, are competing for the second spot in brackets from their group. The first spot has gone to Jaxstronomy on commentary today.
So,
Okay.
yeah, also all really good runners. Really excited to see what they're doing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We do in fact, have Bath Strength sitting in Ice Cavern. Wonderful. Tobias, when I was going to physics for the first time in college, I just always remember my college physics professor complaining about toroids, and then telling them about how he made them hungry for donuts whenever he would bring them up. So
Mm.
But MrTriple, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was saying MrTriple is our first runner at the Forest Temple.
Yep.
True that, and also topologically, donuts and humans are roughly equivalent.
So are coffee cups.
Coffee cups?
They have one hole.
I mean, we've got...
No, I mean, topologically, a coffee cup is equivalent to a disc.
No, it has a handle. It's a hole.
Oh, you are correct. Oh, that kind of coffee cup. Sorry, I was immediately, my mind went to a
Oh, like that
coffee
paper
cup.
one. No. I think of the one I'm holding that has a handle.
A coffee mug, then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So far, for our raiders today, our majors actually, the Bob was really, really nice to our runners. I'm not sure exactly what they banned, but we got closed door time and open deku. Closed door time was sitting in Adult Sacred Forest Meadow at Minuet, and we had both Sariasong and Minuet to even get there, so it wasn't really too bad. And everybody just kind of immediately rushed deku, so. Our miners are expensive merchants and full wallets on pickup, so really, this is just about the nicest combination of settings you could have gotten. Kind of like, and I think we were kind of discussing this like before the race started, but how like closed door time, like open deku and closed door time are kind of some of the weaker majors. Closed door time probably could be a minor theoretically. It's just the one case where it's just the one case in an indeterminate large scale where like you get forced OOT song of time as a child is kind of like the nightmare scenario.
Yeah, Close Drawing really was a minor, and I've actually played it, and the only way it can be bad is if it's vanilla Song of Time child start.
Yeah.
But yeah, besides settings, what else is there to say about this seed? We have most of our paths maybe resolved. Well was path to Bongo Bongo. We have Hookshot and Lens as likely candidates. Sacred Forest Meadow to Phantom Ganon for Storms, getting us a Hookshot. Goron City to Baronade for Magic and Hammer is kind of still spicy. No Rudo's Letter inside yet, and no Boomerang behind either of those. Ice Cavern to Volvagia, very clearly Strength 1, because the boss key in Fire Temple was behind the push block. And Well to King Dodongo for a Bomb Bag.
Also, there was nothing else in Ice Cavern that could have been path.
Also true.
Because we had Nocturne hinted, so that excluded Nocturne from being selected as the path to Volvagia. Well, it didn't exclude it. The strength. You know what I'm trying to say. It didn't exclude it, but because it was a sometimes ending, we already knew that it could not have been the path end, because the path end was chosen first. So, Swamp Palace has asked us if they have found silvers yet. No, unfortunately, Swamp Palace, we also found our swords. They were in Goron City. Still a chance for a Kokiri sword somewhere, or the Giant's Knife, but
They did, in fact, read the pedestal, though, which I know is rare for Link to the Past.
I mean, that's just because Link's illiterate in Link to the Past. You have to literally have a book.
Oh yeah, you have to get
Learn how
literacy.
to read. Like, you just literally have to, like, hold up a sword next to a couple of tablets. You don't have to read the fact that you have to hold up the sword. Like, what does reading the fact that you have to hold up the sword prevent you from holding up the sword? You can hold up the sword as a rabbit.
Rabbits are
Just
inherently
Link
better
to
at
the
reading.
Past things.
Yes.
Okay, so our bans. MrTriple banned Overworld tokens, Interloper banned keys, and Toburr banned Beatable only. Minor bans, random works on destinations from MrTriple, CAMC off from Interloper, and random spawns from Toburr. I approve of all of these. Beatable only, like I like Beatable only, but I approve. That's not bad.
I think beatable only if you're in a three-way race is a nightmare.
It forces you to
how
stay
confident you are,
to
you know?
not steer too far away from logic.
Yeah,
Depends how
but I feel
confident
like
you are in your logic execution.
yeah.
If you're really confident in your logic, reachable only is actually really good.
Yeah. Overall tokens, I love overall tokens. I understand why people ban overall tokens.
Overworld tokens. Yeah, overworld tokens are fine, but they're so bad. When they're bad, they're bad.
It's really it just turns the seed into a kind of like
Backtracking
when do you get Sunsong and when do you get a hookshot or a boomerang?
Yeah, when do you get Sunsongs? When do you get hookshot? Are you going to be screwed by not having a child range weapon at some point or adult range weapon early, so you have to walk past it without peeking it?
Yeah.
If you really want to do bottle skulls, and we talk about how bottle skulls are slow.
Yeah. But overall,
I'll say I don't like dungeon skulls because I like playing dungeon skulls. And I don't want to like have it overstay its welcome.
Yeah,
Dungeon Skulls is so much less painful than Overworld Skulls, honestly.
Depends. If there's something in
heavy settings are the ones that I'm like unhappy about as far as options. I just want to play my game, man. I don't want to have to like spend my entire time running back and forth. If I wanted to go back and do things over again, like I've got a job for that.
I'm sad. I do like CAMC being off, so I'm that person.
Yeah, I mean, the CMC off isn't that bad, but like, it's just such a nice quality of life that I've gotten used to.
Yeah,
that Scrubs tournament I participated in taught me that CAMC off was in fact pretty bad.
I don't know.
And with CMC off, like, it's more like the CMC on gives you some like cool stuff you can do. And what I like is like doing cool stuff. Like, honestly, if I was gonna like put my ideal settings, I've thought about this, like having just a fun race, because everybody seems to love Dungeon ER, or not everybody, but Dungeon ER seems to be extremely popular, and like I think there might be some demand just to play Dungeon ER now and again.
Yeah.
But I would probably do things like, oh yeah, we need to start with FW. I need to like have all these opportunities to do fun things instead of just like slogging through it. FW is the things I've developed around using Furor's Wind recently is very good. Beans Planted is cool. Beans Planted is cool. That is like my big takeaway from S7 so far, is that Beans Planted rules.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's fun. Like it's not even like taking some of the routing out, but it's also just like it's fun and it changes some of the routing a little, but not that much.
Side note, Interloper has just picked up his 20th skull, so that's skull collecting done for our Frenchman. That being said, I mean, he's been going hard on skulls, and still, I think Triple is not that far behind him.
Yeah.
No, he'll be at
shout out to Eagle taking the Curie Forest Bean. The scenic route.
Yeah, there's
thing that happened.
There's some fun beans. The waterfall bean's also kind of funny.
You think it would do something and just take you to the waterfall, but no.
No, it just takes you halfway through the waterfall and then it drops you off. It gives you money, but yeah. So here we go. Toburr is now joining MrTriple into Forest Temple. Interloper will be joining in as well. Right now, are kind of like the major differences is that MrTriple hasn't gone into Fire Temple yet, whereas Toburr and Interloper have beaten Fire. Interloper, unfortunately, is like kind of in the. We'll see. Like not having magic, we'll see how bad that's going to be for him.
it gets worse the longer he doesn't have it, or the harder he needs to search for it. At the moment, he still can do plenty of things magicless, but when he runs out of those,
Yeah.
he's gonna be in trouble. I mean that sounds self-evident, but magic is in Child Goron City, and he has already gotten a hammer out of Path Goron City, so probably deems that path fulfilled. Which can just get pretty bad for him.
I mean, if you look at it sideways, you have to be like, what does really hammer get me? That could be path. Like either I have to go back into Fire Temple. Because like theoretically, what is hammer path? Hammer could be path to Baronade, but we know that beating Fire Temple is locked by Rudo's letter somewhere. Rudo's letter can't be upstairs Fire Temple because it's locking our strength. And so the rest of upstairs Fire Temple is hammerlocked, but at best it's a boomerang. The only other hammerlock stuff is the Gerudo Valley Hammer Rocks, but we don't have a horse. Our horse is magic locked. It's locked by Zia. It's also locked by Rudo's letter, so that's not going to be it. Actually, that's a good question. Where the heck is Rudo's letter right now? Because we're actually running out a lot of spots for it.
Good question, honestly.
Because it's strength locked. It's locking strength, and it has to be locking strength 1. Unless somehow we have, like, another strength somewhere, and we have some weird strength 2 issue.
Jax, as the resident expert on the Triforce of Logic,
Yes.
can Rudo's letter still be?
Where can Rudo's letter still be? So, it could be in the front of Forest, but we know it's not there. Place it can be.
Did anybody check?
Well, we haven't checked the. We have not checked the Colossus Ferry. That's an option. What else have we done?
Lake and Field are foolish, so it's not there.
It could just be in
Valley,
Valley.
I guess. Valley.
Pyra can gloat over it. What else are we looking at?
Just
it's very little, honestly.
Nice. Oh wait. Yeah, Toburr, unfortunately.
We did chickens, right?
No, we did chickens.
We did chickens. Okay, we have finished chickens. Okay.
We didn't, I think.
No, we did 2 chickens. We threw 2 chickens at the pen, and then we left.
Exactly.
And the other runners came in at night, so they haven't even touched that.
So
I guess there is
not
20
a thing.
skulls. 20 skulls. 20 skulls. Chess game Valley.
Wackiest location?
Wackiest location. That's a good thought.
We only know where one wallet is.
We could.
So we
well,
can't
yeah,
have Paradox. We can't have Paradox letter.
Yeah, another wallet would give us Paradox letter. Yeah, we're actually kind of running out of like really interesting things, right? Oh, wait, no, that's not that. No, never mind.
Can it be chilling in water?
Water?
No boots.
Depends on the Iron Boost location.
Child Spirit is a thing that exists.
Yeah, you'd have to have a bunch of... Basically, of the things we have access to right now, it's very little, but if we have... Again, Colossus Fury is kind of my thought, as far as, like... It feels like it might just be a one-off at this point. So, Colossus Fury is a good shout. Valley is a good shout, actually. What else are we looking at? Almost very little, honestly. Our runners have very kindly shown us most of the non-foolish stuff in the seed.
Yeah.
Now, what the runners are thinking about is going to be pretty different from person to person, because we've missed, yeah, we have missed things like, some people have done, child domains, and people haven't. Listen, listen. I'm only against Valley Lake. I've been on the record saying Southfield Valley Lake is a better route.
Yeah. I think Valley Lake is a route. It's not really a route I prefer normally, but I'm really dogmatic about my routing in a rando because I think you have to adjust it depending on the seed.
Oh yeah.
I just feel like it's a route that I like to do whenever like all the other denser locations all kind of dry up with checks. And
Exactly.
there's nothing really
That's where I'd be
left.
looking at it. If I feel like I'm like, I don't really have enough to really like start working on my adult segment. Southfield Valley Lake.
Yeah, especially if I have some bombs to blow up in the grottos. I mean, I can get a couple extra hints maybe if I.
Thank you all for roasting me.
Good.
So nothing will be as good as the Alagatu has roasted me, though. He got there first as far as good roasts.
What did he say?
He clipped me doing a commentary and tagged it the sad trombone of Yaz. Yeah,
Oh, no.
yeah. Midwestern.
No.
This is discriminating as Midwesterners.
All right, so
no.
Triple's setting up for Pierre, so he'll be able to full clear Fire Temple, though. We'll see about it. I kind of feel like Toburr probably after Forest may take a stab at doing
Oh hey,
first
it's
two
Kayla.
checks
Welcome
of
in.
Shadow.
All right, so Triple is just tripling down even on that Fire Temple play. Decides to just investigate if Fire Temple is the answer here.
Well, he hasn't
Instead of
done
heading
it.
in Forest. Wait,
No,
didn't he?
no,
I thought he had.
Triple's beaten Forest. He hasn't beaten Fire.
I see. I got my medallions wrong. That's my problem.
Yeah, he started this route by going to Ice first to get the strength.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Okay.
we'll see how far he continues in Fire. Really, upstairs Fire is. It's one of those things like it could be Hammer, but it's only Boomerang if there's anything. Boomerang or Lights if there's anything up there.
It's not gonna help him immediately.
I guess it could be numbers, but. He's gonna try to finish his skulls here.
Yeah, Triple's the only one who has Pierre. That's very interesting. Again, because we saw things about Longshot and Pierre. Anything else interesting this seed? Given that this is closed door of time, we have indication that we can't complete Forest without going Child, and that's true. We had Hookshot in the well. We had a bow in the well. We don't know where our letter is. We're going to need it eventually.
We would have had gone. We would have had gone Child to get her strength out of Ice Cavern.
Yep.
To turn Rita's letter. So.
You know, it's basically the logical places we can put that letter are very, very thin right now. So in somewhere kind of Sphere 0, close to Sphere 0, there is a letter or something that leads to a letter. So I am interested in seeing Interloper turn his skulls, because that's probably the meanest early Sphere thing. Did anyone manage to route in Dompe digging?
No.
I know Interloper waited for time of day for nighttime CAC, actually. But I don't think he ever did Dumpe digging.
Yeah, that's an option.
Okay, someone... Baseball thing. Someone
Oh,
did.
someone did Dompe. Okay. Marvelous. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's like... That'd be... You're thinking of your list of early Sphere checks. Like I said, the reason I am, ceding a point to Pyra about Valley is that Valley is the most isolated place in this entire game right now.
Also, potentially the Densa setup plays once we're done with Forest Temple that are in Logic.
It does have
Which-
in-logic plays.
That's the thing to
so-
say. Valley is your density play. Great. Thanks, game.
Yeah, we loved that. That's just great for us, right?
I love that for us.
Yep. And yeah, like if
And-
you didn't have Jabu, you could just ignore that, but we gotta do Jabu today. Fortunately, Jabu is foolish, so it's not really a rush. We're assuming it's Riddle's Letter for Strength 1 because it was explicitly hinted path to Volvagia. And mod our hover boots being behind Strength.
The boss key is...
It has to be for climbing to get the boss key because the boss key is past the Strength locked in fire.
We
don't
hammer
know
was-
about hovers locked, not locked, but that's, like I said, mod that. Like, that's a possibility, but it's most likely it's just, I need that Strength 1 to get to the boss key. Tunic we have access to a wallet. We're in good shape.
the hammer was not strength locked. It was sitting in the Goron City maze, and we had
More than
bomb.
enough.
Yeah, we had a bajillion bomb cheese, but more importantly, a Way of the Hero bomb bag in bottom of the well. So
Yeah,
or
we
at
don't
least-
know about the hovers lock state of fire. Because Interloper and Toburr both left before getting to a point where they could verify hovers lock. But
well,
my bias is it's the strength.
I think. Well, we'll see. We'll take a look here because it was going to be the. It was one. It wasn't the Goron City. The Lower Maze cell. It was the Lower Maze blow.
Mhm.
You know. Well, so we'll have to just keep an eye to see how many keys we've got here.
Yeah,
Does it
I'm
mean-
assuming this is our strength 1 that we're looking at. If it's our strength 2, things get interesting. That'd be like hovers in spirit or something. But it's most likely to be strength 1.
So after Valley doesn't pan out, Child Spirit next?
Child Spirit's not a bad idea either, honestly. Like, that's 2 checks.
Yeah.
Maybe
or
more.
you can, I mean, Child
Depends
Climb
on the
exists.
layout, but it's at least 2.
To be honest, you probably do Child Spirit and Colossus first before you go and take a look at Valley.
Density-wise, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a faster 2 checks, but
Another option
If you
would
want to
be,
stay adult a little while longer, you could stay in you could have a look around early spirit. Early shadow. That's true.
okay. So the
Dead
cells
Hand won't be. Dead Hand will not be relevant for Shadow. Dead Hand will not be relevant because you need the letter to get to Shadow.
That's fair.
I do think poking into Shadow, if you're just doing some thinking time, is a great idea because you're gonna do those 2 checks anyways, and you end up at a dead end.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's a terrible idea.
I think you just poke and see if you have no hovers. It doesn't-
Yes, hovers or something else that'd be useful,
So
or
if
something
you're-
that
if
give
you're-
you some information.
So if you're triple and you activated Pierre, do you continue in Fire Temple? It does seem like he does.
You would still go to the other side here. At least I would.
I mean, you at least activate the shortcut, and that means
Yeah.
going up to
Hey.
Pierre.
You can't
Yeah, it looks like you're just gonna be pushing further. I don't disagree with this.
Yeah.
You're running out of gas here.
You can't necessarily activate the shortcut though. We're still 1 key from being able to access the shortcut.
It can't be a Nocturne Path Inco. We had directly hinted
Uh-oh.
Nocturne.
Oh, hello.
One step
Start from-
further for the hover
And
boot.
you get the hover boots. Oh,
Okay.
shucks.
Ooh.
Well,
Now, I
that
think
just
some
swung
people here
this
are
one
feeling
into
kind of
Triple's
silly.
favor.
That being
Not
said,
in Logic Skyrius. We still can't get that to strength.
Yep, still locked behind, locked out of here by Rudo's letter. That being said, yeah, Triple is obviously now dropping for Roar's Wind, not interested in continuing further for the moment. Volvagia will give him a key. These hover boots being there makes total sense because they lock Volvagia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. So nice of the seed. I think both of the runners are going to get varied into that.
I do think it's
if you like until like Long John shows up.
Ooh, Skyrose does make a good point. You know how we had the bow in bottom of the well? Bow lock
Yes.
hovers. So that's another aspect of Path to Bongo that works there.
True.
Again, I don't like being prescriptive about which item is the path because it can be more than one, just one of them is hinted. But it does give you some, it does give you a little bit of a, yeah, maybe I'll just go one step further and take that, bow lock check that's right next to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And get rewarded with hover boots.
Mm-hmm.
This obviously puts MrTriple on a bit of on a set of rails. He can just continue into Shadow Temple after he's done here.
Yeah, you'll have to think about where to look for his letter afterwards, though, because the letter is because we're definitely going beyond the letter when we go into Shadow Temple.
I think you just do progression for the moment. Yeah, obviously you don't find your letter. You don't. You live in Shadow Temple. You don't find your letter in Shadow Temple. That's impossible. But it gives you 15 minutes of thinking time.
If you're lucky enough to get your boomerang, then you have then you know you're just off go mode.
Yep, and then I think
mode.
And I think at that point that would be a much more comfortable position to decide, for example, whether to continue in Fire Temple or whether to check out Child Spirit if you haven't found Strength 2 yet. All kinds of places now open up to you. So yeah, going Shadow here and just completing that dungeon and hoping you run into something totally makes sense, I think.
Yeah, I doubt we'd see the Valley recoil jump with hovers.
No.
This is not meaning disrespect. It's just I don't think he'd be comfortable with a trick at that level. Also, he can't get there yet.
Not without reversing, and I don't think you want to reverse through.
Even when you get Eponas, it's gonna take a while.
Interloper is going to do some. Let's see, where's Toburr going? Because he won Child, and then he's going to set it night so he can check down by digging.
So Triple is checking Hammer Fairy here. It makes sense.
Yeah.
But I think he's not far off of Shadow Temple here.
Honestly, if we found the boomerang in Shadow, I would permit Sadie to say the J word.
I think that's
if you're following what you're doing at that point, you've got a pretty clear flight path.
Yeah. Finish out Fire Temple, I think, then check out Child Spirit, or if you found Strength 2 by then, Spirit Temple.
Not even Spirit Temple until we found Strength 3. Strength
3?
The strength that we have is Strength 1. Well, actually, no, we don't go into Spirit Temple.
Yeah.
It has to be Child Spirit.
Yeah, Child Spirit. I mean...
Yeah.
Shadow gives us a Prelude, which we know is going to be Sun Song.
Shadow gives us Prelude and Lax. And Lax's Horse, which opens up
Lax,
GTG.
Burning Cack, yeah. It opens GTG, but again, you don't go there.
Yeah, because it's out of logic still. You're right. You have to stay in logic. That's basically Child Spirit and Child Spirit and
Valley.
And the rest of Fire Temple, honestly, and Valley.
Child Spirit, Valley, rest of Fire Temple, Colossus Fairy.
Chickens.
We've seen chickens, right? Like
we've seen 2 chickens. Toburr did 2 of them.
Hey, look,
and then walked away. Oh, there's the Giant's Knife. Cool.
Yeah.
20 skulls. Optional.
20 skulls.
Option.
Yeah.
Looks like all the runners are kind of staring that one down right now.
Anyway, everybody, get your guesses in chat.
Oh, it's time for treasure chest minigame. Yeah, get your guesses in chat here. Let's see.
Think of
Cutoff
some
is
points.
at...
Okay, tile room for the solution. Okay.
Cutoff is with
already out.
Renzo. No, Kirby fan just slid in under the wire, and Monchi I think did as well. But that's it. All right, we start on the left. I'm still in. I'm out. We go right. So Pyra is still in. Renzo is still in. Left, right, right. That leaves Pyra still in the race. So is Renzo. Left, right, right, right. Oh, it's one of them is gonna win. It's either Pyra or Renzo. Owing chat.
Oh,
a 5-pack of gifts up. It's Renzo. GG's. For a big. It's double magic. Well, that's logically magic.
For Interloper. Well, actually, no. Interloper's fine. He's standing right here.
Sure.
Yeah, he's gonna get his magic in a second. Interesting. Interesting.
I mean, it's logically magic. Look, you can
Going
get that.
Magic to path now? Yeah. It's path. Is it the hinted item? No. Who knows? But path? Yes.
Yeah, it's definitely...
Absolutely path.
Yep.
Which does give a little more ammunition to the fact that we could be looking at a boomerang here.
Or hear me out. Haunted Wasteland.
Well, that would require a long shot.
A long shot.
Or it could just be GTG.
Yeah. Look, I'm trying to get Sadie something here. It's been a bad day since Lake was foolish.
Yeah, boomerang would work for either one, but also going to it being in boomerang GTG would work for either one because that would imply we would need our first.
All right, so Tobur's at 17 skulls and heading for Nightcack.
But I think he already did Nightcack. We'll see.
No, he hasn't done Nightcack.
There's an early boss key in Shadow.
Oh, good.
Well, one of the reasons I like doing Shadow is that you tend to need a couple items to get there, so it's almost never your first item, your first dungeon. So by the time you get to Shadow, you often need a little time to just sit back, relax, walk through Shadow, and think about what your next move is. Like it tends to come at the right time in the seed.
You need to think about your life's choices for a little bit, and Shadow is great for that.
Yeah. Well, I think I could agree with. There's a discussion like, can the magic be bait? It could be bait towards the Baronade thing, but that would require there to be something else. Maybe that would require the hammer to be your path to Baronade. Well, in hammer path to Baronade, we need to get those hovers. We need to get those hovers through Shadow. Again, I think if I was going to just like make a wild guess at this point, again, this is wild guess. I would guess we're probably looking at GTG area for that boomerang.
Yeah, well, there we go. That's 20 skulls now. So now we're down to Child Spirit or Valley.
And Fire. I'm not giving up
Letter? Fire, yeah.
No.
Well, Vajja had a key.
Yes, but you had to climb past Strength.
Oh, yeah, true. Child Spirit or Valley. I stand corrected.
Child Spirit, Valley, chickens.
Frickin' gawk.
Just run low and stuff, and that's actually not a bad thing if you know that you're looking for an item that doesn't really do all that much for you, but you need it.
True.
Being able to hunt something down like that is very helpful. Colossus Fairy, yeah. I think that's the first thing I brought up as an option.
Yeah, like the worst kind of thing right now would be, I'm just trying to decide, is it going to be long shot or is it going to be Rudos that we're going to find? Because either will like kind of unlock a lot, because Rudos will unlock Strength, it'll unlock Beating Shadow Temple, it'll essentially unlock Ganon's Castle, so we'll essentially kind of have the rest of the game open to us, in a sense. But Longshot also opens up GZG.
Yeah, Longshot would open up a big chunk of the world. If you were really going for the optimal like speed through here, I think you wouldn't want to see that, obviously. And also that would be, I don't know, again, I've played these people once. I don't think any of them are real wild gamblers. Like, because if you were playing against someone who's a known gambler, and you saw the long shot, you're like, oh, they were probably in GTG an hour and a half ago. Even though, an hour and a half ago is like, they probably weren't even out of...
Yeah.
They probably had nothing useful, nothing motivating you to go to GTG at that point, because you don't really want to do that without at least a bow. Yeah. So if they were gamblers who had gone at 1, absolutely. But my thought process here being that if you were trying to, in your mindset, you wouldn't have just like in that mindset of, do I feel behind? Should I do this? How bad does the long shot make you feel? These people have all have not really gone for wild out of logic plays. They've gone for informed out of logic plays. But I don't know what their own perception of where they are in this group is as far as who's going to do a wild out logic play.
Yeah. So, nothing in Child Spirit. So, Adult Climb, the Child Climb is going to get a little weird here, just because of
the Child Climb is not a bad choice here, though. Just getting the child accessible checks here, just getting that out of the way, not worrying too much about key logic, honestly. And just being certain that, okay, if it's not here, it's got to be in Valley at this point. Or, really out of the way locations or chickens.
This is basically the densest legal location for this.
Yeah.
Oh, hello? Are you a hookshot? Bruno's letter? Yes, you are. There you go.
Here we go. Yep, that's fine.
I think honestly that's
logic.
gonna be pretty much Triple's race to lose then, because if Triple, I definitely believe Triple has a good enough grasp on logic to suss out where that letter can still be, knowing it can't be in the rest of
hi
in the rest of Fire. Also, hi Big Chest, are you maybe just our light arrows? No, but you're another bomb bag. You're a magic blocked bomb bag.
Not unhappy about that.
Bomb bag 3 on Ongo Bongo, because of course it will be.
MrTriple's gonna have a bit of a difficult time doing this trick, because he did not look away from the door.
Yeah, you have to look away from the door. This will delay the fans loading in.
Yeah, it's much easier if you do that. If you do it very smoothly, like you just did, you're fine.
Yeah, delaying the fans loading in gives you a precious few extra seconds to execute the trip through that hallway. But hey, if you're just a gamer like MrTriple, don't bother.
All right. So I kind of imagine.
Letter has put everything back into logic.
Yep. Entirely.
So what's Toburr going to do here? Because it's a little too early to get back in the Temple of Time.
So with Requiem being a starting song, a slingshot is basically all that's locking at the Child Climb here, isn't it? Is this Sphere 1?
Yes.
No.
Well, it's bombs as well, but you need the way this kind of works with the
early.
Adult projectile weapon.
I think adult projectile might also be required.
Yeah, it can be.
For what?
Just
Don't
accept
worry
the fact
about
that child. Just accept the fact that when they place the keys in Spirit Temple, it's before any items are placed. Therefore, there's a lot of restricted items. There's a lot of restrictions on the placements in Spirit Temple because of that. Because it has to be done before items are placed. And it does not necessarily need to make sense to you as a human. It has to make sense to the computer because that's how the fill algorithm works.
True. That being said, first slingshot was Dodongo's Cavern above King Dodongo, definitely bomb locked. Second slingshot was Forest Temple, which with a hookshot being in bottom of the well, CL locked, and CL was in the windmill. Storms was on Saria. That doesn't matter. It's not exactly Sphere 1, but
The bow is bomb locked, yes. But the hookshot also takes care of the adult projectile weapon because you need something to shoot the switch. Logically.
All right. We have nothing in the Valley Crate. Let's see what the waterfall has for us. Is it just gonna be a boomerang? But I don't think it can be at this point.
No.
No,
Boomerang's
that would
got
not make
everything-
sense.
Everything is now back in logic with the rudos that are accessible. It was accessible hella early. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say it's Sphere 1 or anything, but it is
Yeah,
not
I
that
believe-
complicated to get there.
Yeah. So I believe the bombs are in fact logical projectiles for adult spirit. So that does apply.
Yeah.
Bombs are in fact logical projectiles for adult spirit. Words uttered by the severely deranged, or any Uter
me.
player who knows their logic.
What is Toburr heading into Lost Woods for here?
Carpet salesman exists. Oh,
hello.
Or manager exists.
Yeah,
Boomerang
sure.
shadow. Okay,
Yeah,
we
okay.
are.
Triple is not far away from finishing this. If Triple makes the right choices, this can be over at 210.
This is.
And yes,
Maybe
Sadie,
not
Jet.
210. Not 210. He's got to do an age change. He has to climb spirit. He has to do.
We still have to find
Also,
lights.
yeah, light arrows are a thing that
Light
exists.
Oh, Toburr's gone for the,
For the wallet, interesting.
it's... I guess maybe he's concerned about, you should
Lights
have
on
bottle
light trial would be
fire.
fascinating because we have so little left that is, not strength locked at this point.
True.
Well,
So you'd probably find one of your strengths in Ganon's castle. Then you'd be able to have to look in spirit or GTG for the other one.
I mean, Epona's is going to be strength locked, so right now, for all we know, all of GTG is strength locked. And
Whoa,
That was rude.
that bubble had it out for Interloper. That wasn't even close. That was just nope. Yeet.
oh, okay. Toburr hadn't done. Okay, he hadn't done target analysis. Makes sense.
Oof, come on. That was very close, but it pulled it off. That was as
Nailed it.
late as you could possibly put that arrow out.
Was by a frame or two that worked. But hey, you got it. All right,
Yeah,
that
I
is
was expecting to go
500 stun for
flying.
Mr. Triple.
Yeah, and it's a long one too, so he's got a good buffer on. He has a bit of a buffer on the others right now. So he's got 15-ish minute buffer on the others right now.
Yeah.
Really depends on how, like he can melt that buffer really quickly if he makes wrong choices.
It's true. Exactly. Everyone else, he has at least 15-minute buffer, plus they have to go back for hovers.
Yeah, and they didn't set 4 as one, so there's another couple minutes there.
Oh right, hovers is a thing that exists.
Yeah.
They haven't found that.
Yeah, like... I would say MrTriple has a pretty good edge, though, right now.
Yeah, sure.
It's going to
would
be...
say-
Sorry.
So where's he headed? Do we have
he's gonna-
Prelude? No, we don't.
He was getting Burning Cack.
Also, getting Burning Cack is a good idea.
Yeah. Get your Epona song.
Get you a horse. Even though you know you don't need to use it right now.
Yeah, just don't go to GTG, just go back child, because you should know now. Your Kratos letter is somewhere in child.
Yeah, your horse is hella out of logic. Go where the logic tells you to, and you will be rewarded. Yeah, okay. Adult shooting makes sense.
Sorry, just cooing over a woodpecker in my yard.
Makes sense. Woodpeckers are cute birds.
It's the littlest woodpecker too, so it's extra cute.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh!
that trolled.
Trolled by the dead zone.
Yeah. any. Fortunately, this is like on the short list of checks MrTriple has. It's possible to read those letters, so you can't just like ignore it
Yeah,
and
you
then it
can't
doesn't exist for lights.
Looks like Interloper might actually show us the rest of Child Spirit here. Come on.
There you
we
go. Very good.
Well, no,
Nice.
Toburr did some block room too.
Did he?
Yeah.
Completely blanked on that. There's a big chest on right hand as well. We have seen that on Interloper's Peak, actually. But alas, no way to get there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we didn't have keys.
Got a key?
Yeah, no keys.
Yeah, you be locked out.
That being the light arrows would be hilarious.
It would be.
Yeah. At least.
That's so far out of reach.
Oh god.
Ooh, Colossus Fairy. Yes, please.
Yes, that's an interesting one.
Toburr with FW going into. I mean, it is full Strava, but just running in and being able to like set FW up here.
Bring Rudo up, or at least just place it.
Yeah. Go back
Here
later.
already makes sense.
Yeah, bringing her up, I can kind of also understand just because of like the. You know it's foolish, so you're not gonna find anything in Boomerang Chest.
Are we heading up river?
That is a great question.
Triple, don't throw this away. You got this. Also, happy 2 hours, everyone.
Yeah, happy 2 hours, y'all.
I think he's checking King's Aura.
It's another one of those.
You shouldn't need that, though.
I think you should be checking King's Aura, but
it's trying. Listen, it's trying to tell you, turn around. The only thing KZ could be of relevance would be the. Oh wait, never mind.
KZ could be the Paradox letter, but it's not a check I think you would want to do without a second wallet showing up.
Yeah, hovers don't work for this. You have to use irons.
Which we don't have yet.
Meanwhile,
thank you to everyone who was making this restream possible. Thank you to our runners, Toburr, Interloper, MrTriple, showing us a heck of a show today. Thank you to our trackers, Bronze Noob, Baseball, Nestriel, and Skyrayers, keeping us well informed about what is going on in the seat. Thank you to our restreamer, Sadie Sweet, and thank you to my wonderful co-commentators, jaxstronomy and Toffile.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm able to be here.
We are too.
Interloper is doing some chickens.
More than Toburr at this point.
Yeah. Total chicken count 5. Honestly, I don't think, even if we had some sort of nasty lights chain, the logic of strength 1 actually makes this a pretty constrained endgame.
Okay, so Triple is now going Child, so is not that far off, I think, from Child Spirit. Unless he prioritizes chickens for some reason.
Child Spirit is a good play just objectively because of the general large amount of checks there. He may be looking at going to a Hyrule Castle Fairy first in this situation.
I think he did that.
Oh,
yeah, he
I
might
thought it was
be.
Toburr.
He could be doing chess game as well.
Chess
That's
game
true.
also makes sense.
Yeah, like you're setting possible magic path Baronade. You've got it satisfied, but still, like, oh, you haven't even done Richard, yeah.
Nighttime CAC is a good.
Yeah,
Sorry,
fortunately,
nighttime cast.
Lock of FW and fire was
Oh, you did leave it fire.
Oh,
hello.
hello. Okay, so now MrTriple is on the clock.
Yeah.
Because Toburr is about to be in go mode. Or in glow mode, at least. There! Oh my god!
Okay,
Light arrows on chickens.
All right, everyone.
Okay.
So maybe Triple wants to go do chickens, eh?
Hey, he's
All right.
got a 2 in there. He's got 5. He only has to wrangle 5 of them now.
Yep. I will be
Oh
right
my
back.
goodness. Sorry for yelling. Oh my goodness. Alright, 2 lefts.
All right.
3 lefts.
Incoherent saying weird bail from Toburr for Fire Temple. He bailed at the boss key.
Yep. 3 lefts and a
really,
right.
Nothing really too weird.
You know my usual guess. It's always 3 lefts and a right. Didn't put it in chat this time, but I got it right.
Wait, you got it right, Tobias?
Yes.
Okay, so you're giving away 5 subs.
You know I deleted the gift sub button from my Twitch, right?
Ah. I didn't know you
Like,
could do that.
I
Did you add it
literally...
to, yes.
I wrote an adblock plus rule for it.
Ah. All right.
Because while gifting subs is fun to do, I gifted way too many last year without going into details.
Sure. That's fine. So the best part about Shadow Temple today was you didn't. Oh wait, no, the boomerang was on manager. We can't skip the back. Let's see where MrTriple's heading. He's running out of. Is this a Valley play? He's heading for Valley.
Yeah, not a bad choice, honestly. Valley into warping to Child Spirit would be totally in line.
Yeah, no. We'll see what Interloper is going to do here. He's going to have to go back into Fire Temple to go get his hovers.
Yeah.
I think knowing where your lights are, and knowing that you have a path to Baronade that you don't really have fulfilled yet with the way that it's all set up to go, I think I want to maybe push Hammer and Magic.
Yeah, Triple's best specify letter, I agree. If he elects to do chickens, that might give him a little bit of buffer.
No, well, he has to do chickens.
Well, if he elects to do chickens on this path, on this trial dip, he has a little bit of a buffer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I doubt he will, unless he goes to chickens first. He probably won't. Because you'll get your letter, you'll go blast through your Gomo Jabu, and then your although lights, you would still check. No wait, look, it's foolish. Never mind. Blast your Gomo Jabu and then go and get your hints. So unless he opts to go chickens first, he's not going to get any advantage from that.
So this really depends on when Triple decides on going. Oh, well.
Bail on it. Bail on it. You don't need it.
Well, if he's comfortable with the jump slash strat here. Come on, you got this.
Nope.
Nope, not even close.
Too late.
All right.
You have to decisive here.
Time to head to the Spirit Temple at your earliest convenience, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jake's dead. Alright, so let's see where Interloper is going to go once because he just got Dead Hand left, and then after that he should probably go right back into Fire, because I don't think he's got anything else.
Well, once we get another shield, that does seem like it would be a trip to Child Spirit.
Yeah.
Because I know that if you're going to be if you end up going for
he's doing Target in the Woods.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You're here, but you're bleeding
You
time
never
here.
went back from the point.
Yeah. Triple is bleeding time. He doesn't know it, but I mean, he is cleaning up child checks and he's doing the right things. He's doing checks that are still in logic with what he has, without a strength, without having found those hover boots, without having beaten Volvagia. So he knows there's plenty of the seed that is just closed off to him.
Interloper is, okay, so the Interloper is...
We'll see the range shortly.
Yeah.
No, the boomerang is with the manager, Shadow Temple.
Yeah.
The Rudo's letter is in Child Spirit, and Interloper might be heading for water. No.
No, he's going for pure. He's going into Fire Temple after this. Didn't we have a Goron City pot in somewhere?
We
No,
did
gotta
have
do
a
it in
Goron
the
City. No, Shadow Pot hint, sorry.
Yeah, we gotta do it in the end. Yeah, so right now,
All right, Brett?
Playing
Yep.
Requiem, there we go. Okay.
alright,
This will put Triple on the right path.
this is gonna get close.
Yeah. Toburr is not that far off from the end of Spirit Temple, Shadow Temple, and Triple has 2 minutes or 3 minutes in Spirit Temple until he finds Rudo's letter.
Yeah, but then he's also gonna have to spend 2 or 3 minutes age changing and getting...
That's true. Toburr is our place of W in Jabu.
yeah.
Good point.
Yeah, right now, this is gonna be really interesting. It's kind of really... Toburr has a good lead, but he's also gonna, like, he's in the worst position from, like, lights.
But Triple is still going to have to go do the age changes for lights anyway.
Yeah.
Because there is no way in hell you do chickens after getting letter here.
No.
Yeah, I really don't know how this is going to go because it's all going to depend on wrangling chickens.
And it's also going to depend a bit on execution. I mean, Triple has been showing pretty good execution throughout, but we are still looking at a race between, honestly, the number 85 seed and the number 126 seed. So there is 40 places of difference in between them. That can mean a somewhat significant execution difference.
This is true, and also something to consider is that Toburr has Challenge Cup experience before. He has experience doing this in Challenge Cup. I would think he'd be more confident with his endgame execution.
Alfalfa also reminding us that Toburr already has 2 chickens in the pen.
Oh, come
They're
on.
all the ones that are really far out, too, so it's not bad.
Yeah.
Well, 2 of the ones that are really far out.
If it comes down to those 2
To that.
chickens in the end, that's gonna be it. I'm just gonna be so bad. Interloper is still in the running, having lights already, but he is a Shadow Temple behind at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even a very fast Shadow is still
12 minutes, 14
12,
minutes.
13 minutes.
Yeah.
And this isn't going to be a very fast Shadow.
So, like, if you were to play with, like, Keezy, you could beat Shadow in 5 minutes, if you didn't care about what's in Shadow. Unfortunately, Interloper isn't playing Keezy, and
He does care about what's in Shadow.
it does care what's in Shadow, yeah.
So I think MrTriple is about to hit his glow mode. Doesn't even look at it until he's throwing the bomb. And then he's like, well, hello?
So, hello, big chest there. Let's see what that is. And 3, 2, 1. Very happy, Mr. Triple.
They're
Here we
being in glow
go.
mode, like, moments away from each other. So good.
Yeah.
And this is going to be a nail biter.
Triple is warping to Lake Hylia, obviously going to use the scale to dive straight to Zora's domain. Meanwhile, Toburr has a few minutes still in Shadow Temple left to do. Needs to beat Bongo Bongo. That'll be another 2 minutes maybe-ish. Meanwhile, Interloper is just walking into Shadow Temple.
Yeah,
Has
this
those
is
first two
exactly
checks done.
This is great. This is what we want out of our tiebreaker.
For sure.
And
Light
Toburr
arrows
clicking
are on Chicken's Bridge.
Fuck.
And suddenly they're
I-
mad that the bot rolled expensive merchants and not one chicken.
Well, if Ganon tells them that where their light arrows are, is that going to be a bug report?
Tobias,
Tobias, are we going to have to
Fail.
rename it a Star Contamination Zone?
Come on!
Um, the
Congo,
only one
calm down.
only one runner today is advancing. This is the runner who will finish up second place. Everybody was 2-1 in the group. They all lost one race to my wonderful commentator, jaxstronomy.
Mhm.
Thank you, Jax, for making this happen.
This has been an incredible race, and I'm very happy about it.
Yeah.
All right, that's
Um,
Bongo done for Toburr. Meanwhile, MrTriple has made it to Jabu. This is basically neck and neck. Toburr is maybe a minute behind with the age change that he still needs to do. But again, execution, and also both of them still need to find that light arrow hint from Ganondorf and then go back to Kakariko and get some chickens in the pen. And we know that Toburr has a 2-chicken lead on that one.
Yeah, so Toburr is going to be not too far behind, but MrTriple's already in Jabu, already making progress. He's going to leave Jabu first.
If those 2 chickens that Toburr threw into the pen are going to play a role, that would just be that would be
That would be the story of the day, honestly.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna quit commentary at this point because we've peaked.
Then who is going to spell me when I have to bow at the last minute because my head tries to kill me?
now, which 2 chickens were they?
That's a good question.
It was the chicken at the top by the guard, and then the one, I'm assuming, the one next to Skullhouse.
So,
Those would be the 2 I would grab if I was going that direction.
yeah.
Yeah, reports of a potential 210 seemed a little premature, but we are going to get some pretty fast finishes out of Toburr and Triple here.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, this will probably be about 2:30 at the most.
Yeah. And again, for I'll take that for an S7 seed.
Yeah. Of course, we rolled pretty much 2 settings that pretty much got immediately neutralized for the majors.
I think it was a 2 up past windmill. Either way, that's a pretty good number to have done. No, it wasn't the 2 past windmill because he definitely. I thought he was going to take a chicken up to go do that, and he went into well, which again, going to well, not a bad idea.
Honestly, he went into graveyard.
Yeah.
So it has to have been the one from Hyrule Field. The ones from Hyrule Field. All right, that's Toburr reaching Rudo here, dropping a Furor's Wind? Question mark.
Yeah, he's doing this so that when he gets done with the Center Tentacles, it'll reset him to the mean.
Oh, okay.
Because you got to remember, FW spawns at the place you entered the room, not necessarily like if you drop down or whatever, make a transition.
No, good shout, good shout. Baronade execution matters. These 2 chickens could matter. It's really coming down to the wire for these 2. Meanwhile, Interloper is not out of this yet. Yes, he's making his way through Shadow Temple steadily, will be in glow mode as soon as he finds that boomerang with a manager.
Well, in go mode,
but
because he's the one.
Glow
runner
mode,
with
actually,
light.
he's the one
Yeah.
with the light arrows. That's true.
Yeah, he only has to make one trip up his Ganon's tower, so there's just
With
there's just so
FW,
much
that's not
little micro.
huge, but
Yeah.
it's a lot.
It's just like there's so many micro time optimizations that I
You
have a
can
hard
have
time.
access to, yeah, but
Yeah.
you never really know until you're like in the middle of it.
Do Toburr and Triple have CAC checks other than chickens?
Nope.
I'm pretty sure
Both of them have checked 20 skulls. Both of them have done everything in CAC except chickens.
Yeah.
Yeah, both Toburr and Triple are gonna have to make an extra exchange here that Interloper is gonna be able to save.
Yeah.
So Interloper definitely still needs to change ages twice as well, because obviously he needs to be child to beat Jabu. What is this? An octopus?
Dies of Big Octa.
Thank you.
Tara, this is a neck-and-neck race right now. Toburr and Triple are both looking very strong, but they do not have the light arrows, which are on chickens.
Meanwhile, Interloper saves an H change over these two, and yeah, does only need to make one trip up Ganon's castle. So this is everyone's race still to play for, though Toburr and Triple definitely have a bit of a lead here. And Triple is farther through Jabu than Toburr is at the moment. This really depends on execution, though. Toburr has 2 chickens in the pen. MrTriple is is a hit in Jabu, but again, if he makes a mistake or two with Baronade, that might very quickly even out.
But yeah, so that's why Toburr cast FW there. It was so when he finished that central tentacle, he could immediately cast right back into the room and go take care of Rudo.
Micro optimizations are crazy here. That saved Toburr a good 30 seconds, honestly.
There's nothing blocking them from go. Toburr and Triple are going to go play for a hint on where the light arrows are. They can get it immediately after an age change. Interloper will be in go mode once he finds his boomerang in the back of Shadow Temple.
It's Baronade number 1.
Let's see how it goes. No,
No.
Can
Chicken
Alfalfa
flex are hella durable.
Can we just like get that statement from Alfalfa as a bot command, because I think we need it.
I think we do, honestly.
Our chicken's not reset with leaving Kakario. Chicken flags are surprisingly durable.
Or absurdly durable. I think we should replace that. That seems like a bad.
Let me add that. Let me add that.
There we go.
Yeah. All right, that's Baronade down for MrTriple.
Clean Baronade for MrTriple. That'll definitely help him in his quest to win this race. Meanwhile, Toburr is just picking up the crate, has ridden the platform down, and is on the way to Baronade himself. Bomb refill here for Triple.
Yeah. Okay, long shot. Not showing up in the seed was a godsend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that could have sent you down a lot of rabbit holes.
Locked off so many areas. Just as the fact that there's only 1 strength required for this seed, and it is locked ridiculously late, really helped route this seed.
Yeah. And Interloper is now officially in go mode. First of our runners to hit go mode.
But not ahead.
No, still has to do Jabu.
Triple is warping to Lake Hylia to take Budget Prelude over to the castle, and yeah, well, has all 6 medallions. the first one to go for the light arrow hint here. Meanwhile, Toburr just entering the Baronade fight.
And Interloper spent a little more time in that room than he probably wanted to because he missed the quick boomerang.
Yeah.
Oh no!
There is, I will just say, this is, Triple is definitely ahead, but considering the level of execution required to finish out chickens and the climb and the Ganon fight, we can't say for sure now.
No, the Ganondorf fight, like, again, this is the 85 seed versus the 110 seed versus the 126 seed. There is probably going to be some level of execution difference between them, even though obviously all runners improved during the tournaments massively, and you can't really predict too much from people's qualifier seeds, but it is an indicator. And
I do agree with you as being an indicator, particularly this season. There was a very big spread in qualifier points between the top of Challenge Cup and the bottom, much more so than last season.
Yeah.
So what that does mean, though, is people down where MrTriple is in the 126 seed, they have a lot more room to grow.
Absolutely. And I am very sure we will see a lot of the runners in Challenge Cup in main tournament next year. Triple is now headed up to Ganon's Tower. Meanwhile, Toburr is done with Baronade, is now headed over to the castle himself. Oof. This comes down to Ganondorf execution, honestly. If Triple manages a clean stunlock on Ganondorf, and Toburr does likewise, then that's Triple's race to lose. If Toburr has a significant advantage in Ganondorf execution, I think this might swing. We'll see. It only takes getting yeeted off the platform once, honestly.
It's true. They do have bigger on sword, though, so it is a bit less precise.
Oh, you're right, yeah. The chickens aren't a huge difference. You know, I'm playing them up, but I don't think they're gonna
Probably
be
30 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, not enough on their own. They might be a factor.
And that's the Lizalfo's down for Triple. Arcane Onion pointing out quite correctly, Tobias, that the chickens are the same size.
It's true.
Ah. Sure. Let's contend with chickens the size of a velociraptor next time.
Okay.
I'm up for it.
Chicken size matches contents.
There is a mod. There is a way to like mod the Ship of Harkinian version of Ocarina of Time that replaces the Carpenters running in Kakariko with velociraptors.
That is true.
What if it was chicken size matches contents and they were just worth different amounts of points? So you can either get like 7 small chickens or like 1 small chicken and 3 big chickens?
Would you rather collect 1 Epona-sized chicken or 100
chicken-sized Eponas?
Chicken-sized Eponas? I'm not
Absolutely
sure.
The chicken. Absolutely the chicken.
I don't know.
Absolutely the chicken. Have you seen how Epona handles?
But it depends if you got to have an opponent jump over the fence or not.
That's true. How many fences are involved here?
Oh.
And how many
a bunch
like
of them. The chicken pen is a pens.
It's true. Yeah, definitely want the chicken.
But can Link carry an Epona-sized chicken?
You just ride it.
Use your strength 3 to pick up the 1 chicken. Right. Okay. That's the solution.
Oh. Yeah, just eat the chicken into there, and then just climb up the giant black chicken into the house.
Ganondorf hint for MrTriple and resetting at 2:28:13.
So we had about a minute 35 difference in entering Ganon's castle. So let's take a look and see how the diff change.
We're going from Epona to Ipoyo? Come on!
I like that. I like that. I approve of this.
Rob,
Very good.
approval. Wait, they don't have... No, oh no, they do have Sunsong.
Yes, they have Sunsong, which I was going to say, this is a blessing for them because could you imagine just standing there waiting for time of day to change, vibrating?
Oh, I can imagine it well.
After this long seed where everything is messing with you, yeah, absolutely. It's probably faster than reset, but
Triple might have actually lost a few seconds there. That is a good point by Skyrayus. Playing Serenade and resetting is definitely faster here. Instead of walking out the castle.
Did Toburr not set FW? Good. Okay, good. He did.
Yeah.
No, okay, false alarm.
Yeah.
No, I know he would know to do it, but...
So I think Toburr got about 10 seconds back there through the climb.
Mochi, Chicken Sandy is not a thing yet.
I joke about it, but someone get real Rob on the line.
I mean, all I'm saying is that if you ever say the word sanity about anything that seems impossible and Real Rob is anywhere near you, something's gonna happen.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Save warping here for Toburr.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
And
VC.
is the real Rob in the room with us right now? Good question. All right, chicken number 1 touched at 2:30:36 for MrTriple.
There's Real Rob did develop a hook sanity where they're just you just collect a bunch of hook shots.
Good. And they are
increasingly longer.
Okay, so they are now 1 minute and 15 seconds from one another. 1 minute and 15 seconds.
Yeah, it's real close.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fortunately, Sunsong. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say because you had to go to Gan's castle, you automatically set it to nighttime.
Yep. That's easily remedied with Sunsong.
Shoutouts to Toburr not actually being able to lose.
I agree.
First chicken touched at 2:31:43, so that is a 1 minute and 7 seconds difference at this point for Toburr.
Yeah, this is the other thing.
MrTriple's only going to get a 1 chicken advantage now.
Many people just did not play when 7 chickens was common, so they are a little bit winging this. No pun intended. I realized it as it came out of my mouth, okay?
Toburr making good choices here. And now has just seen that there are 2 chickens actually still in the pen, so he's not forgetting that. 2 more chickens left to go here, Toburr.
Yeah, he's got to get the chicken.
They are rather quick.
Oh god. He's got to get the one from the front of the village. They both have to get the one from the front of the village.
The longest chicken.
Long chicken? Oh my goodness, this is maybe 20 seconds. This is maybe 20 seconds between the 2.
Oh god.
2:33:21.
Toburr has taken save so much time with just good chicken management.
And 2:33:34. This is officially 13 seconds apart now.
But Triple's running it back to. Oh God. Triple's
Okay.
Triple's
He's
running.
running. Why is he running? Both of them running for their lives and not knowing it. Good grief.
And we're entering at 2:34:05 versus 2:34:08.
2:34:08. Oh no!
Yeah.
This is 3 seconds apart.
Oh boy. So this is really going to come down to gunfight execution.
Indeed.
Oh boy.
So before we get into this very, very hype final Ganon fight, can we just shout out our runners one more time?
Oh, we can for sure. Thank you to everyone, but most importantly, our runners. Toburr, Interloper, MrTriple, all of them did amazingly in this tiebreaker, and all of them do deserve a spot in brackets. Unfortunately, there's only one we can give. And it's going to go to likely either Toburr or MrTriple here.
Yeah.
They are literally seconds apart, walking towards Ganon's castle now. Warping to the next dungeon over.
Toburr has a moment of speed just on execution there.
Toburr is now ahead.
And they both correctly choose to go to Serenade. Oh no, we missed a hook shot. Can you believe that missing your first hook shot going into the Forest Temple is actually hype?
This is ridiculous. Okay, so both of them are now climbing. They're going to enter Ganondorf's room just seconds apart from one another. They are. It all comes down to this fight. It comes down to making the correct menuing choices at this point. It's literally 3 seconds in between them. Toburr has clawed all that time that MrTriple had back and is now a few seconds ahead. But this really now depends on the execution of the final boss of this game. And there's no more randomizer skills that can help you here. It's all down to execution and OoT skills.
Yeah. Okay, so neither runner remembered to set a bottle beforehand or light, so they're going to have to menu before going in to fight Ganon.
Mm-hmm. You have to after you do a FW.
Yeah.
All right, clean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, got through.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for MrTriple as well. 2:36:45. So
That's
just
so
about
good.
10 seconds at this point.
Well, here we go. Now this is going to be
Toburr's race now to lose. It comes down to getting trolled by Ganon one single time. Oh no! MrTriple didn't get his jump slash in.
Oh no, he jumped it. Did he reset it? Cause he did take a he did take
an early okay.
one.
Okay. Triple is playing on Emu, and Toburr is playing on Wii Virtual Console. That is accurate.
Yes. This is absolutely incredible seeing this come down to this.
1 hit. 2. 3. And that is
So clean.
phase 1 down for Toburr.
Yep.
And
Oh,
phase
just
1 down for
for-
Triple.
Oh my gosh, they're going for blow here.
I got nothing more to say.
No.
This is incredible.
Yeah, Toburr's not missing any of his hits.
And there we go.
think that's GG for Toburr.
GG's.
Folks, get your GGs in chat. This is incredible. Toburr
This is
clawing
so
it back at the
good.
last second here. Meanwhile, Triple just finishing just seconds after him.
Oh, this is so good.
Oh,
Uh,
this is so good to watch, but I'm so sorry for Triple here. He had it.
Again, GG's to both. Triple is going to be, keep building on this and become.
Yeah.
These are just like teeny micro optimizations. That's just experience. Get more experience, and he'll be golden, man. GG's to both of them. They did incredible.
yeah.
Yeah.
And in the race room, about a 15-second difference. 2:38.42 and 2:38.57.
Yeah, used all. Yeah, Interloper was really just about 6-7 minutes behind at most.
All right, so both of them are going to need to answer Nature's Call first, but both of them are going to be joining us for an interview. Interloper unfortunately has declined the interview. I can understand it. It's always an unfortunate time when you know you are out of the tournament, so no hard feelings there. Thank you so much for playing Interloper, and best of luck on your next tournaments. We hope to see you back in Challenge Cup soon, or even in the main tournament for that matter.
Yeah.
Well, that seed had everything.
That was the most dramatic chickens I've seen in my entire life.
Yeah. I'm sorry for your commentary career, Tobias.
No, like, why are you apologizing?
You said
for
you're
the
going to
commentary?
retire. Two chickens in the bank. We're going to make a difference.
I mean,
But yeah, no, that was amazing.
one chicken.
Really
Yeah,
kind of
one.
like Tom Brady or something.
The
Where it's like, we can
freaking
really
chickens
experiment.
made the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was fun, everybody.
Yeah. Good to know you, Tobias.
We've peaked. I'm done here.
Yeah. And honestly, the chickens, the non-warp cat, the chickens, they're so durable they win you a game.
Yeah. So, all right. While we're waiting for our runners to return back for our interview, let us just shout out everyone who made this restream possible. We've already shouted out our runners just as they were entering Ganon's castle. So thank you to our trackers, Nestriel, Skyreyes, Bronze Noob, and Baseball. Thank you to our restreamer Sadie Sweet, and thank you to our to my amazing co-commentators jaxstronomy and Toffile for an absolutely bonkers race. I think
Oh my God.
I think I've earned myself that Britishism.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming in with us, Tobias. And hey, welcome in, MrTriple.
Hey, GG's, everyone.
So, I
GG's.
have one question for you.
Yeah.
Are we going to make that chicken picket line on the website now?
Oh my God, it's come full circle.
Yeah.
You didn't watch the last. You didn't watch the last few seconds or the last few minutes of the race. Obviously, Toburr won by about the duration it took him to basically prime two chickens, put two chickens into the pen 2 hours earlier. Toburr is joining us for an interview as well. So let's talk about this in the group.
Yeah. Welcome in, Toburr.
Welcome in.
Well,
ban chickens.
GG Toburr and Interloper.
If we banned chickens, then we had to do all 7. So we all were very good boys and did not ban chickens in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
This is true.
But anyway, yeah, GG is MrTriple. You're a beast, dude.
I try. I mean, you did. Obviously great. I was looking at this timer and I was like, it's time for me to get sniped or finish. And then I went, sniped. And then I hit done.
Yeah. You were the first into Kakariko and the first to do chickens, but I think it was about a 3-second difference entering market to go adult for the last time.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I think
Yeah, I had also done 2 chickens in
Micro-optimizations.
advance.
Yes.
Yeah, and that is what basically I said it during the race. If the 2 chickens that toburr has done in advance are going to be what makes the difference in the end, I'm just going to retire from commentary because I've peaked. And well, you've been with my
No, don't
last
go.
commentary.
Don't go, Tobias.
Tobias
This is
will miss
ridiculous.
you.
Well, yeah, and I think playing Serenade was also a decision maker. I think playing Serenade and using the owl to get back to the castle definitely shaved a few seconds off. So did minor execution differences during Jabu. Yeah,
It was a really minor threat, and again, the question I do have for toburr, the really big difference maker was going for those hover boots early, and
Yeah,
I do wonder, like, you were standing right there, you had a key still, why didn't you go check that right away?
because I was like, ice will give me the answers. There's no way it's hovers and strength locked. It'll just be one.
Mhm.
No, it was definitely on my mind. I was definitely hard considering doing it. Honestly,
You
if
did
I
have
didn't
the
have,
FW there, which was
yeah,
kept you
I
in the
had the
game.
FW. Honestly, if I didn't have it, like I was kind of cursed getting it so early because if I didn't have it, I would have 100% checked map chest.
Mhm.
And I was like, what are the odds?
What are the odds?
well, in this seat they were 100%.
Yeah.
The other question I have is your decision to backtrack through Kakariko and go out onto Death Mountain Trail.
I
Because
forgot to buy a shield.
okay, cool.
And I was like, oh yeah, well, I'm already here. With the weird song train, the Song of Time, I was like, it's probably just in Minuet at this point, but like, you know, it never hurts to like find a random item. Like, well, I guess it couldn't have been later. I don't know.
Yeah,
I've played adult start closed door time seeds before, where like you've really got to full clear that Sphere Zero adult overworld sometimes.
Yeah, because those shoes, like, the other two players did get the 20 pack in La La Ranch much earlier than you did,
Yeah.
but you had that little bit of efficiency going into checking SFM.
Yeah, it's annoying. I wanted to scum the shoes, and then I kept finding stuff where it's like, this isn't game breaking, but like it's kind of nice to have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Loaded bottom of the well.
everything
Yeah,
in the
well.
well.
Yeah.
What was okay? So, given that there were all these weird paths, what was the thing that you were scared of with the weird paths? What was the worst interpretation you thought of the entire time?
Ooh, for me was definitely I went to ice and I was like, should have Rutas by now. From here on out, I'm probably gonna be out of logic, whatever I find in here. And then that was my strength one. And I was like, okay, strength one to something maybe in Fire Temple it's leading to my hovers if it's past that strength block. I don't know, unless there's another strength somewhere I missed. And then I felt good about that. And then after I did all that, and then I got Boomerang and Shadow, and I was like, okay, I need to go do cleanup and figure out where Rudos is because I did not dip Spirit as a child. And lo and behold, it was there. But I ended up doing all these other little checks that I skipped prior to that. And an abysmal valley situation. Oh, chickens taunted me twice in this run.
Mm-hmm.
The chicken failed me and decided to drop on the crate. Then I couldn't pick it up. Then I couldn't check the other spot in Valley.
Oh no.
And I was like, well, I'm gonna hope in Spirit Temple, which I should have done honestly before, but I don't know why. I just was like, you stare at certain dungeons as stones, and you're like, I don't need to go there. I'm not gonna do that. But then I did go Spirit after that.
Yeah.
Especially when you have Warp Song for Spirit way early. I do find I've consistently, if I start with Requiem and you just dip there for song and whatnot, I generally kind of forget to go back there for a very long time, unless it's a medallion.
Yeah.
Sensible.
Where was the slingshot? The slingshots, I should
There's
say.
I found
There was one in Dodongo's cavern above King Dodongo, and there was one somewhere in Forest Temple.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
what-
was definitely worried about path slingshot at some point for the letter.
yeah, same.
Because I was like, man, do I not remember how that arrived logically? Oops.
yeah, neither slingshot locked each other, so there wasn't going to be. That's why one of the reasons why there was going to be no Goma path today.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But
Hmm.
yeah, no, it wasn't. It wasn't a case of like slingshot locked because like obviously slingshot locked boomerang in just a very very roundabout way. Yeah, because it locked Ritos and had to go get Nocturne to go get into Shadow Temple.
So I have another question for both of you. How so these settings were randomly selected? How close are these to what you would like to play? Like how would you have picked any of these settings? Would you have banned any of these settings if you had a second ban?
This was. I don't think I've done expensive merchants this season. Maybe there was one, and I don't know if it really that one. I don't know if it adds anything. I'm just like, all right. I talked to these two people. I'd never went to the carpet salesman.
Yeah.
I don't think it
They-
was in logic until after you had Burning Cack anyway.
Yeah, once you got Burning Cack, and then it was like, all right, here's Epona's, here's your way out there. And it's like, I know Rudo's isn't out there, so don't need to do any of that.
Yeah, I did love seeing. I think I had mentioned it, like we were talking about, like Medigorons in the pool when you checked it, and then it means Giant Snipe's going to be in the pool, and then I think the very next thing all you guys did after that point was just immediately pull Bigoron Sword next to the camera in the maze, and then Giant Snipe of course showed up, but it was when you guys were doing cleanup and target in the woods, so it didn't matter.
I couldn't remember if Big Gor I knew about the giant knife, but what I couldn't remember is like if Big Goron sword was still like a separate item at that point in with the settings or not. And then when I found Big Goron, I was like, oh okay, I guess that's fine. This is great. I haven't killed anything yet.
Yeah, I got a little paranoid when I found Giant's Knife because I was like, oh, does that replace my Bigoron sword now? Because that
Yeah,
wouldn't be very fun.
That's what I couldn't remember either. I'm glad it didn't.
Yeah, thankfully, I don't think I ever needed to swap swords for the rest of the seed by the time I found Giant's Knife, besides like swapping back to Master Sword for Ganon. But yeah, settings. They were fine. I don't think I would have banned any of these. I mean, I've already picked Open Deku twice, actually.
Open Deku, I could be convinced to ban. I don't know. I think I'm just tired of Open Deku.
Yeah. I will say 3 seeds of Open Deku was a little bit more than I expected before these matches were played.
Man.
Though.
I mean, Open Deku is a little different with Dungeon ER too.
Yeah.
That just means more dungeons earlier.
That's true.
Yeah, there's an asterisk on that third Open Deku, but it was also a little weird in this one since we had to like hunt around to find Song of Time to go child in the seed a bit. So it's not like you're in Deku within the first 10 minutes or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Just within the first 20.
And really, the item pool was being real barren until you got storms, and then everything was in bottom of the well, and you just went from there. Which that always terrifies me. When you find 4 items in one location, that's path. I'm just like, oh Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and one of them is a bomb bag, and one of them is a hook shot. So
and one of
them
sure.
And a bow. There was
your
a
path
bow.
item, and a bow as well. So yeah, your path item is just yes.
Yeah.
Something in this seed is locked by the well. Thank you. That's very helpful.
Yeah, and then I think I'm not sure, Tober, if you ever I think you saw the. Did you see the King Dodongo to the well hint anywhere?
After I finished well, but yeah, I found both
Yeah.
copies eventually.
Yeah, I think everyone did, but yeah.
I found that way later after the
Yes.
fact.
I definitely remember finding it after doing well, but before actually like doing DC. So I was like, all right, well, thanks for nothing.
It was trail wall, so yeah, that makes
Farewell.
sense.
Yeah.
And I think the other copy was sitting down in the Greater Valley in Stone, but everybody kind of went there. Like Valley and Lake Foolish today. Was a great.
Valley was the worst location in this entire seed.
Oh, tell me.
Oh, I agree. I got a chicken to go hunt down later over there.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, just pass this on from Bronze Noob in chat saying that Triple going from Scrubs to this almost immediate going from Scrubs to this was incredible.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was Scrubs last year. Then yeah, and then I got pushed into CC because enough people dropped out. Essentially, like I wasn't. I don't think I was supposed to be in CC because I remember doing my last qual or checking the last quals, and I was like, I'm in the 130s. All right, I'm not going to be playing.
Well,
And then
I mean,
here I am.
Well, I think you proved you definitely belong.
Thank you. It's been fun. I enjoy this greatly.
And I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing you again in Challenge Cup or even in the main tournament next year, because that's definitely in the cards for you.
Ha 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 ha.
Hey, mostly what you need, right? Well, mostly you can see what you needed from your execution is just experience, just more, just doing it more. And you got a good instincts. You can take that.
Yeah. I know my like if anyone was watching my screen during the time, it's like I do a lot of zigzagging, and I know I do. So then I'm like, that's not straight lines. Straight lines are faster. That's what I've been told in life.
It's surprisingly hard to move Link in a straight line.
What do you mean? This game is perfect.
Oh, right. The zigzags just really add to the charm.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you get a horse involved somehow.
Oh
All
yeah.
right, one more question from chat that we had earlier. Would you rather gather one Epona-sized chicken or 100 chicken-sized Eponas?
That probably would have required us to hunt down Strength 3 this seed, so...
I
I'm
like
not
that
the-
everybody's mind immediately goes, so yeah, I can eat that chicken if I have strength 3.
Sweet, delicious giant Epona of chicken.
All right. So again, I had a great time racing with you guys. I'm glad that you were able to both show up and show off on this tiebreaker and toburr. Congratulations on going to brackets.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, grats.
Thanks. Yeah, no, this shout outs to our group. Great group.
Mhm.
Love the group.
Indeed.
And also thank you everyone who put on the restream for making it happen.
Oh, for sure. Thank you for allowing us to restream you all. And I think this is my cue to kind of lead us out of here, right? Or do you want to do that, Sadie?